and say it loud. Drivers, start your engines!
The command is given, and we are moments away. Welcome to round 20 of the NASCAR Cup Series in 2025. It's the Toyota SafeMart 350 coming to you from Sonoma. Hello everybody, welcome up to the commentary box. Alongside me is Jack as well, the little owl as well. And not so much little for what we're going to expect today, my friend. It is going to be crash, bang and wallop. How you doing, mate?
Doing great, just watching the England match and also looking forward to the racing. We've had two incredibly exciting races so far this weekend. In the ARCA race, having the closest finish in, I think, Sonoma Raceway history, possibly. And the Xfinity race was a brilliant battle between Connor Dilic and SVG. And SVG go two in a row, though.
Yeah, that's the question I want to ask. Yesterday was great. He did it again. Has he got the momentum to keep on pushing this time after time? Like he's on a road course. This should be his bread and butter.
Yeah, absolutely. The difference is this is a road course where a lot of these drivers have a lot more experience than him. We could be in for a slightly more exciting battle because obviously SVG, more of an expert on street courses than any other NASCAR driver due to the way the Aussie Supercar schedule is out. But I think we're in for some exciting racing today. I think SVG could be challenged, but is he unbeatable?
Nobody is, but he's looking like it after a dominant double victory, and last night he was beaten in the Xfinity Series as well, but he starts on pole position here. Alongside him is Chase Briscoe. Let's take a look at how they line up then coming in with SVG, Briscoe, Byron Chastain, AJ Allmendinger. It's a bit of an unusual one, Jack, because we're expecting other names to be higher up the list, and they're not there. It's bouncing up and down where they need to be. We've got a lot of unpredictability, and Catherine Legg in 37th place as well. She starts her 4th Cup race and her 2nd on a road course. But the big names, Kyle Busch down in 17th, Denny Hamlin in 16th, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Pace, Joey Logano's down 22nd. It's an unusual lineup here at Sonoma, but it's not a Chicago. This is a circuit we run out year in, year out. They should know how to run.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think two of those guys have as good equipment as they used to, Kyle Busch and Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski, I don't think, has ever won a road course in his entire career as a racer. Yeah. And obviously, Kyle Busch, not as good. But I'm going to be fair, I think 17th is actually, if that's where he's starting, I think that's actually a pretty solid start for an RCR car.
It's going to be quite on the nose, isn't it? Now, it's not just us as the drivers leave pit road. We're not just ourselves. We've also got the World Endurance Championship and the IMSA Challenge going on at the same time. IMSA's got another hour left.
IMSA was on.
Yeah, IMSA's on. They've got another hour left. And WEC's got another hour left. And then everyone's coming here for the NASCAR
live
final.
stream on.
Let's head down though and join our colleagues.
Country. This is a very racy track. Never a moment to take a break.
Life is good. Let's do this.
You gotta imagine the risk's gonna be bigger. The booze bolder. Margin for error, 0.
The sky again.
We are in store for some excitement. Put the green flag in the air and make it happen. Good afternoon from wine country. It's a gorgeous day in Sonoma, California. Today, NASCAR racing here for the 36th time. NASCAR on TNT welcomes you into live coverage of the Toyota SafeMart 350. So great to have you with us on this Sunday afternoon. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody, with the Hall of Famer Dale Earnhardt Jr., our crew chief Steve Letarte. I'm Adam Alexander. We're fired up for this. 7 races to go to the playoffs. Our 4th road course race of the year. Dale, what challenges do drivers face today?
Man, this place has thrown everybody a curveball this weekend because the teams come in here expecting one thing and got another. This track is slick. It's slow. It's almost over 2 seconds slower in practice than what we were the previous year. There's a new tire as well. And one thing they've they've done is thrown sealer all over this racetrack. If you look at some of the tape here from yesterday in practice or yesterday's Xfinity race, you'll see that sealer painted in the groove, in the low groove of the corners. That is all the way around the racetrack. In all of the corners, it preserves the surface of the racetrack for years to come. But one thing that the drivers will tell you is it's absolutely slick at any time when they apply this to the racetracks in the NASCAR schedule. So it's throwing the drivers a curveball. You'll see some cars getting out of shape as we saw in practice. We're going to see a lot of this right here coming out of turn 2. And if you get a little bump in the braking zone or get sent down in the corner a little too far by your teammate or by another race car driver on the racetrack, you're going to have a hard time not losing control of that race car today.
Well, and the challenge of that tire isn't just behind the wheel. As a crew chief, when I come to a road course, I got a great plan. We're going to stop twice. As soon as we can make it on fuel, we're going to come to pit road. I walked the garage today because I was a little confused. It didn't help my confusion at all because those crew chiefs down there are not sure. I've heard 2 stops, 3 stops. Tires matter. Tires don't matter. That unknown, that confusion is going to make for an unbelievable show for the fans. I can't wait to see what all these minds on pit road work out over the next 110 laps.
It's unpredictable, and that means we're all going to be winners today. We're green in Sonoma when we return on TNT.
Crashback wallop has been the weekend so far. Jack,
Weston
let's
turns
take him
of
to
Sonoma Raceway. Tucked into the rolling hills of Northern California, the Cup Series first came to Sonoma in 1989 and has been a staple here ever since. With its 1.99-mile layout featuring 12 technical turns, dramatic elevation changes, and relentless braking zones, Sonoma is a true road course test. It's not about top speed, it's about rhythm, patience, and precision. Drivers will tackle the sweeping S's in the infamous Turn 11 hairpin, where tempers flare and fenders bend. Sonoma Raceway demands a different kind of discipline. Fuel strategy, tire conservation, and restarts on narrow straightaways all add to the chaos. We caught up with AJ Allmendinger to hear about the madness of Sonoma.
I mean, Sonoma, it's a really narrow racetrack, very elevated. It's tough to pass, but to me, it's one of the most beautiful places that we go to. You know, it's different now than all the years I used to go there when you would burn off the tires and the pace would fall off a lot. Now with the pavement, speeds were really high. You were almost qualifying every lap. But yeah, I mean, it's still one of the coolest places that we go to.
In the 2024 Toyota Save Mart 350, it was California's own Kyle Larson who stole the spotlight. Michael McDowell and Chris Buescher kept the pressure on, but Larson's grip on the lead and the road course was simply too strong. With a perfectly timed green flag pit stop late in the race, Larson stormed to the front and never looked back, claiming his second career win at Sonoma and third victory of the 2024 season. Who will speed to the finish and take home the trophy today? Engines are firing and the green flag will wave shortly. Let's tune into the action.
And that action is coming up now here as we welcome you to JB Motorsports. I want to thank everybody for over 20,000 who tuned into our Wimbledon coverage over the last 2 weeks. That's not the last number as well. We're sure it's going to be higher. Let's take a look though at how they line up on the starting grid. It's Shane Van Gisbergen and Chase Briscoe on row 1. William Byron and Ross Chastain have row 2. Row 3 and row 4 sees AJ Allmendinger and Ty Gibbs. Ryan Blaney is alongside Tyler Reddick. Moving further down the list as well on 5 and 6. That comes in as well with Alex Bowman and Christopher Bell. Kyle Larson alongside Zane Smith. Row 7 takes us in as well with Chase Elliott and Chris Buescher. Row 8, Michael McDowell and Denny Hamlin looking for a good response here this evening. And row 9 and 10. That takes us Kyle Busch, John Hunter Nemechek. Daniel Suarez is alongside Ryan Preece. And further down, we can then get Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano taking row 11. Row 12 is Carson Hocevar and Austin Cindric. Row 13 sees Josh Berry and Ty Dillon. Row 14 is Cole Custer alongside Riley Herbst as well. What can he do further back there? Justin Haley is alongside Bubba Wallace, massively out of position on row 15. Row 16 is Eric Jones and Noah Gragson. Row 17, that takes us with Austin Dillon and Ricky Stonehouse Jr. And row 18, Todd Gilliland alongside Cody Ware. And on row 19, it's Catherine Legg lining up at the back. Well, Jack, this is going to be a great race. We've got 25 laps of stage 1. There's 110 laps in total to get through. Stage 2 takes us from 26 to 55, and then 56 to 110. So they slowly get bigger, the stages. What are some of your key points that are going to happen tonight?
Well, there's hopefully going to be some beating and banging like typical NASCAR racing is. Of course, as they mentioned, Sonoma been on the schedule since 1989 after Riverside dropped off the schedule, which was a brilliant racetrack, may I add. But yeah, looking forward to the race. Let's get your call to the green then, shall we?
They're lining up 2 by 2. The pace car will peel off. It's the Toyota Safe Mart 350. Shane Van Gisbergen on the outside. On the inside for turn 1 is Chase Briscoe. They come out of the last corner here at Sonoma. The green flag falls and NASCAR is racing in wine country. SVG gets a great start. Coming up as well, Byron to the outside. That becomes the inside line for turn 2 and 3. Trying to get ahead of Briscoe. A little bit on the nose there, but it's still side by side. Further back, Chastain Allmendinger. There's a little bit of a wreck though, Jack.
Nearly off the track.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a nasty one, isn't it? 3 out of 3 doesn't really work out that well, but they've kept it all together. And that's the benefit, isn't it? The disadvantage. It's such a short track in the opening sector, the NASCARs, you do get that little bump effect.
Yeah. Yeah, we got SVG well away. Surely SVG has got to be the first driver to win, or will be, if he wins today, the first driver to win 3 road courses in a row with 3 different sponsors.
I hope that is the case as well. I don't know where that accent
That would be, it's a weird stat, but I gotta mention it because I saw it on Twitter earlier and I thought that's actually kind of cool.
It's a cool stat, although I'm a bit worried about my laptop at the moment because I think it's doing too much at once with video processing. Can't handle the graph. Oh, onto the grass there though. That's Blaney. Oh, sorry, thank you though. It's Kyle Larson going a bit wide. I thought it was Blaney for a second, but he's down in, Larson's in 11th.
Blaney might have gone a bit wide as well.
I think it was 6 to 1, half a dozen the others that come across the line. There's our driver track in operation. So lap 1 complete then. Let's pass you down to the battle screen with all the news, views and opinions that you need, and gives me a chance to just have a sit down up here in the commentary box as well to keep an eye on things. I know Omi's watching on in the background as well, so I hope he's enjoying a good NASCAR race. As now we see Bubba Wallace just touching the back there as well. Bubba...
There's Carson Hocevar to the outside.
And Hocevar's going really well as well, trying to get through. And Gregson's in there. Did he make through? He's gone on the inside line. Oh, I don't like seeing these two together though, mate, because 9 times out of 10 they end up in contact.
Oh, you called it right there. And there's Noah Gragson to the inside. Is he going to be able to get Bubba as well? Hocevar's still on the outside.
Anything you can do, we can do better.
Goodness me. Carson, you don't need to be getting this aggressive this early, mate.
Let's have a look on the TNT replay. So Hocevar jumps the curb and just whacks it to the side.
Yeah, Noah gets into him a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's
we need to be using the bumpers in lap 3 or something? Lap 2. Do we be using the bumpers on lap 2, guys? Like, come on.
Is that just the type of circuit that Sonoma is? Is that you've got to get aggressive early on, as we still see some battles?
On the inside of Hocevar.
Trying to have a look through. Hocevar stayed 28th. Stenhouse down 29th on the line. Zayton Smith, the fast lap of 77.110 on that last time by, as they continue to find the nook and cranny of this circuit. SVG at the front by 6/10 to Briscoe as they come through the S's section at the top of the hill. I miss IndyCar racing here so much. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wasn't around. I wasn't into racing at all when we were racing here in IndyCar. IndyCar obviously racing at Iowa, and I will talk about one thing relating to Iowa: the attendance.
Yeah, 6,000 only.
Not good. Something tells me they might not be back here next year. Speaking of IndyCar, why don't we get one of the people on who commentated on it earlier, I think. Omi, hello.
Hi.
Yeah, how was it today with the attendance, mate? Because I saw about, I covered yesterday and I would join at the end. There wasn't that many people there.
Yeah, I think the only thing it lacked was people. The race had everything else today, but it lacked people, which kind of ruined it to some degree, but yeah, it was annoying.
I feel sorry for the fans there, because, I mean, we're back there in a couple of weeks here for NASCAR at Iowa, so it's sort of a 50-50 between the two.
Popped out as well.
Yeah, and it's all 3 series, isn't it, and plus ARCA, so everyone's there.
No, it's only Xfinity and ARCA. I don't think trucks race at Iowa. I think the next truck race is on the Indianapolis weekend.
Well away then, my goodness.
Which is not even at Indy, it's at IRP.
Is it?
Yeah, the small little short track nearby. Good little track that. Do you want to hear which Cup Series driver that we're looking at made his debut at that track in NASCAR?
Oh yes, please, go on.
Ross Chastain.
I knew it'd be Chastain.
Made his debut at IRP.
Chastain loves this place so much. You can see how much it fires him up time and time again. Just a reminder, in 50 minutes' time, the IMSA race will end. There'll be a quick off there. And if you're watching that stream as well as ours, you'll be redirected here. And in about an hour's time, the wet race ends, and all 118 watching and all 10,000 who've watched that stream will be redirected here. And you can all enjoy the end of the NASCAR one. It's been a thrilling couple of weeks of broadcasting. And tomorrow at 8 a.m, there's no rest for the wicked. The rookies test begins here on JB Motorsports for the Formula E. Go on, Jack.
Is that broadcast anywhere, or is it just private?
It's broadcasting, yeah.
On what specifically? What channel can I watch that?
Oh, we've got it only, and we've got people trackside. Who is trackside? It is. Well, Jack Giamano was there, but he's now on a flight back. There's a little bit on the inside line. I thought we're going to see a geometry can try and get through Briscoe down to the chicane. It hasn't worked out that way, unfortunately.
Yeah. As well as that, obviously, and Chastain did well at his truck debut as well. He got
Isha.
10th place.
It's Isha. Isha's going to be there.
Okay.
Chastain's with him. Yeah, go on. Look at the dust already kicked off line, actually, as well. That's also surprising me.
Oh, AJ.
Super late on the brakes, trying to find a way through. And AJ's actually going to get a hook up on Briscoe, coming around the outside line. No, he can't find the accelerator.
Just not close enough there, AJ. AJ generally referred to as the road course dinger. He is an incredibly good road course racer. That was okay. I was going to say that you're going for that title. That's ambitious even for you, mate.
Sort of throwing a Hail Mary on the inside line there, wasn't he, as well?
Yeah, we saw one in the ARCA race earlier.
Can you believe it's been 6 years since the retirement of Darrell Waltrip here?
Really?
Yeah, shocks me.
I will say as well, it has been nearly 10 years since the last, what I call, super exciting Sonoma Cup finish, which was Tony Stewart's last win.
Do you reckon we're going to get an interesting race here today? I mean, it's SVG, who is leading, by the way. He's going to run away with it. There aren't many people, because he's going to be now one of the most winners of the season up there with Bell and Byron.
Hey, everyone else needs to get better at road courses.
That's true. That's Keselowski getting a tap. Alongside with Bubba Wallace.
And Joey Logano too there.
Well, I'm not really surprised coming through that. That's been a factor of interest throughout this weekend as they go to their first ad break. Nice that NASCAR using the long
time in the England, right?
Say again?
4-0.
Oh, wow.
I think we're doing pretty well.
We are doing well. I've got that. I would have that on a second monitor, but I'm doing 3 streams at once. Yeah. I wish I was kidding. 3 streams at once. There's Chastain running in 3rd place with Briscoe, who's in 4th. Allmendinger in 5th. They've got a line together over that final podium spot now, as they drag it all up together again over the hills. And admittedly, it's not actually as bad as I thought it would be, this race. It's a smooth, calmer one. We are back to ovals next, though, but it's Dover.
Oh, for God's sake. I don't like Dover. I know NASCAR fans are going to kill me for saying I don't like Dover.
We have the Cup call next week, I believe.
Oh, nice. You get Xfinity as well on there?
I think I can't remember who's on.
Is going to be there.
I don't know who's on Xfinity yet. I know JT's not here. I don't think.
I should be available. I am headed to church that day, but that's a pretty quick church, so I should be available.
Oh, everyone abusing the track limits, exit at turn 11, and just pushing it out wide.
Like Gibbs inches from the tyre barrier, and he's side by side with teammate Christopher Bell, and Christopher Bell's going to make the move up into 7th position.
So already 8 of 25. It's changed over once more. SVG Shane Van Gisbergen leads this race in the Red Bull livery Trackhouse. As is Briscoe going to go for a late lunge there on Chastain into the hairpin. He was thinking about a move. He's lifted off ever so slightly, just gently pops the throttle back down. Yeah, what's happening, Jack? IndyCar has been on an oval, NASCAR's on a road course. It's the wrong way round.
IndyCar also produced two pretty solid races. I'm totally not biased for the first one. My boy Pato won it.
That's my boy.
Leaping up and down in my living room floor, by the way. But so far, we're only 9 laps in, but so far, solid race. Byron looks like he might just be catching SVG here. Byron obviously won at COTA last year.
Gosh, what thing
I think he might have won it as well 2 years ago. No, was it 2 years ago he won at COTA? I could be wrong.
Byron won. Bell won this year. Byron last year.
Yeah, Byron last year. Okay.
Yeah. Bell won it this year with a superb battle with Byron, actually. It was at the start of the year when only the Bees could win it. Blaney won one, didn't he?
Yes, he has.
Yeah. I don't know, SVG's just coasting right now.
Did you see him give a thumbs up to Zilich during their side-by-side battle yesterday? That wasn't sarcastic either, that's just him genuinely enjoying it.
He's got his mojo back now, hasn't he? He didn't have it in Supercars. Yeah.
Even when his mojo was bad in Supercars in his final year, he still finished runner-up in the standings. He was still very quick.
Do you reckon he'd try IndyCar, or is he happy with this?
I think he'll retire in NASCAR.
Yeah. His first Cup start at Sonoma. But
yeah, I think he'll do an Ambrose. I think he'll retire in NASCAR.
Yeah.
He's coached by Ambrose too, by the way.
He is actually, yeah. I'm just surprised that Byron's hotting on his tail. That's the thing to me.
Lost 2 tenths just there.
Chastain, Briscoe, Allmendinger, Blaney, Bell now join that one. Playoff bubble, by the way. Bubba Wallace is 2 points clear to Ryan Preece. I know it's not time yet to talk about the playoff bubble, but we are only 7 races away from the end of the season of the regular before we start the playoffs, and it's starting to get a little bit juicy. Daytona as the regular season finale once more. Holds it in for traction.
Last year's Daytona was certainly a weird outcome.
Burton winning and locking himself in.
Funniest moment in NASCAR history.
Wasn't it Lee's first call as well, Lee Diffie?
Yeah. It was his first NASCAR call for NBC, and he produced probably one of the most famous lines in NASCAR history.
I'm going to have to up my game.
We have got JB, but they're iffy. That's a move by Bell. On the inside of.
Yeah, for 6th place. Is that car going? What was that? Oh, it's a little bit of debris. Okay. Getting flicked up wide. So Bell's moved up ahead for 6th place, passing Blaney. Gibbs remains in P8. Well done, Ty Gibbs, actually. Brilliant move up the field to really challenge back in. As Briscoe again looking for that late lunge as we zoom in on Bell. Did he make the move?
Bell.
Did he make the move?
We don't want to see you, Bell. I love you, mate, but no, we don't need to zoom in on Bell when there's an overtake happening, please. Thank you.
Briscoe on the back, not making it on Chastain, but he's closer than... Did he? Hang on a minute. Yes, he has! Chastain ahead, but...
Ross still ahead.
Yeah. Briscoe's still
Ross
trying to go through.
goes.
Inside line, he's got the momentum, and I think Chastain... He backed out of that one, didn't he?
Yeah, Chastain was trying to shove him wide, and Briscoe said nuh-uh and just took the position away. Back into 3rd position. The joke got.
So SVG leading Byron, Chastain, Briscoe, Allmendinger, Bell, and how long for? Because here comes Bell on the inside line. He locks up the brakes, doesn't run into the side of Allmendinger. Allmendinger gets back on the throttles as they cut through the S's, blocks off Bell. Bell's now going to hold off Blaney just behind him. Fantastic 1-2 between them so far in this race. We're only 15 minutes in. It's lap 12 of 25. There's 99 laps to go. Just realised how long that's probably going to be in the race. We're lapping at 76.
Fun,
yeah, 76 seconds we're lapping at, so that's 1 minute 15. So that's already about an hour and a half. It's probably closer to 2 hours. Not actually as bad as I thought it would be. Look at that, all 3 career wins have been on road courses for AJ Allmendinger as well. As you said earlier on, he's a good driver on the road courses.
Yeah. 2014 Watkins Glen, 2021 Indy Road Course, 2023 Charlotte Roval.
That Roval race, I think, was one of his best. It was the wet weather one, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so. He did win one in the wet. Yeah. He did win one in the wet weather in Xfinity, though.
Yes, that's
when the track turned into a swimming pool.
I'm remembering that one.
I don't think that race would go ahead now.
No, the safety standards are too much as Bell finally launched up the inside line and this time does get ahead of the 16 of AJ Allmendinger. Nice move down there at turn number 7 as we go through the SS section as well.
I mean, what everyone remembers from that race is AJ's win. What no one remembers is Riley Hurst deciding to dump Noah Gragson for an incident that happened about, like, 5 or 6 races ago.
Omi, are you listening? Could you just let JT know he can shut his laptop down now, please, mate? Thank you very much. As they come through, hang on, that's Blaney on the inside line, getting ahead and making a move on Allmendinger now over the line, and Ty Gibbs coming back in as well. It's taking me a second to adjust to all the new colours running for this weekend's special event.
Oh, bright, man.
Wine country, though. All the flyers are going through the dust of the forest here, Sonoma.
Who's going to be drinking the wine after the race is the question.
Chastain's under pressure this time from Bell over 4th position. Bell's gone through and he's going to allow Blaney to have a little lunge on the inside line, down the brakes, and he's taken no. Chastain goes in too deep. Off goes Bell. And unfortunately not going to be an opportunity. Chastain's left the door wide open though, Jack.
There goes Blaney. Chastain still there. They nearly make contact.
Ducking and
diving. And I think Blaney's made the position up. Blaney up into 5th position.
This is spectacular racing right now as they'll try and keep it up together. So Chastain holding through. Was he saying, is Allmendinger going to go for it? Allmendinger's thinking about him on the inside line.
Chastain blocks.
That's going to be tight.
AJ might not like that.
Nearly hugged him. He's going to hug him, yeah. He's going to hug him on the bumper. Chastain's going to have to pull the throttle down. Well, these two are already doing ding-dongs, though, Jack. That's mad.
He got into him. I don't think AJ likes the block there. It's just a general NASCAR rule that NASCAR drivers don't really like blocks.
You can sort of see why, though, can't you, as well?
Oh, no, I can see why. Even in NASCAR games, like when I race, it annoys me. I usually just shove them a little bit into the next corner.
50 and 25, 96 to go for the Toyota Safe Mark 350. There we go, another one on the inside. Chastain having to leave the door slightly open in case Allmendinger throws it back on the inside line. And these two fighting is bringing Gibbs into the front from 8th position as well, so slowly dragging them all in.
These two obviously also fought for a win at a road course a few years ago at Circuit of the Americas, where Ross Chastain was beating and banging his way to a first career win. And it was Alex Bowman involved too. Ross kind of punted AJ that time.
And that was on the full Grand Prix course at Road America. At Circuit of the Americas before we change it. I wish the Cups went to Road America.
They did for a few years.
It's criminal that we don't race there now.
It's criminal that there's no NASCAR racing there at the moment.
That is very true, yeah. SVG's pulled out 2.3 seconds now to Byron.
Sage Carron nearly won at Road America a few years ago. Of all people.
Yeah, flirted with IndyCar, didn't he, as well? He used that experience well.
Yeah, he was an Indy Lights champ. That's a late lunge, AJ, but he's not going to get there.
Allmendinger proving that his name is apt as he's trying to whack the side of Chastain coming into the braking zone. SVG, by the way, has now pulled out a significant gap on my timing screen. You can see him on the driver tracker now, just coming out of the hairpin.
16 seconds at least.
Yeah, it's mad.
Will be.
He's going to win this by a country mile. Only the competition cautions are going to catch him back up today. It's mad.
Byron's struggling with his tyres.
Here is Byron. Yeah, that explains a lot.
Yeah, Byron's struggling.
He's dropped a second on that lap alone. And now he's falling into the clutches of Briscoe. 20 minutes to go in the World Endurance Championship, 6 hours of Sao Paulo. You can join that on JB Motorsports.
Cadillac still leading?
I believe so, yes.
And in the GT class, who is leading?
I haven't got that information. I can't get up on my screen.
I know United Autosports haven't been particularly competitive, so I'm not really that bothered.
I can tell you in the LMP2 class at IMSA right now, that it's Tom Dillman in the Inter Europel Competizione car who is leading the race.
Yeah, I've got it on the second monitor.
Yeah.
Well, not monitor, I've got it in another tab.
I'm just amazed that this little trick of mine has actually worked and we've been able to stream both events. That's something to remember for the future. About being able to co-stream and being able to take the audio from my iPad now that we fixed our Wi-Fi.
Even though you shouldn't really have to, but yeah.
Yes.
In terms of streaming so many.
That is very true. But it's just another one of these things, Omi, that we've been talking about coincidences. Do you remember how we've been saying, if my laptop didn't break in Australia, we didn't get a new one, we wouldn't have been able to do Donington in the commentary box, and we wouldn't have been able to do all those things trackside, and Megan's laptop breaking. If I hadn't changed the Wi-Fi on Friday to our new Super Hub, we wouldn't have been able to do what we're doing right now. Because the Wi-Fi in the garage was awful. So now, the audio's coming off the iPad with still the Discord on the monitor. So the new trick is working.
Yep, it is.
SVG.
24, that is.
So, Steve, is it comforting from your driver? I guess I should ask Junior. Is it comforting to hear that from Steve when he tells you, hey, the whole field is struggling with rear grip? It's not just you.
Yeah, I mean, if my car is driving poorly and I feel like I'm losing the rear tires, getting the information that my lap times are still relatively competitive is helpful to kind of calm me down so that I don't try to overdrive the car and make things worse and run slower. You know, you get to working too hard in there trying to make up for something, you can actually hurt the tire more, run even slower lap time.
And with this mysterious track grip issue we have seen this weekend, the left rear tires were completely worn out in just 15 laps. It has improved, obviously, as the weekend's gone, but that's the tire of concern for all these drivers, mostly.
What have you got, Jack?
Sorry, how on earth have England not scored? How have they not scored? Oh, that's a foul.
The England women's Euro match on operational right now. You're going to have to keep me updated because I can't watch it and I'm really angry that I've missed so many matches. I'm looking forward to watching and sitting down.
No, it's one of the players just put in their finish. I can't see who it was. But it's been a brilliant save from the Wales keeper. Just got a fingertip to it and it hit the post and it was cleared away by the Wales defence. I think there is a check going on just now for handball here, though.
Yeah, we'll keep.
No way. No, I'm looking at that right now. No way.
Your expertise as a referee coming in handy there.
Yeah, no way. It's right by her side. I don't know what she's supposed to do with it.
I'm just having to sort something out on the feed, just to let you know.
No penalty. Yeah. As much as I want another goal, no.
Yellow flags out. This is Kyle Larson in trouble. He's had a little bit of a manoeuvre around on the circuit, just to let you know. Sorry, I'm having to adjust. We've got a yellow flag that's come out. So I'm having to adjust the time.
What?
I'm not actually sure why the yellow flag's come out.
In what, NASCAR?
No, we've got a full course yellow in the...
IMSA.
IMSA, yeah.
Oh, that's why. 78 Lamborghini into the tyre barriers.
Oh, my. Yeah, that explains it.
Not a hard hit. He should be fine. Oh, he had a little bit... Ah, he got contact from one of the LMP2s that was passing him.
Oh, that's stupid.
He's on the inside. LMP2's cut him off and hit him. Which number is that? That is the number 11, I want to say.
SVG then with 5 to go in stage 1 will pick up more stage points to go with his 2 wins so far this season. 1 in Mexico City, 1 on the streets of Chicago last week as well. In what was a thrilling, I think we've got to admit, race in Chicago, Jack, because it actually gave us action. And I think everybody now says, okay, let's have another year of it. Now the rain went. It was quite a good race.
I will say NASCAR fans will disagree with you on that one.
Really?
They don't like... To be fair, it's not that. It's just they're like, SVG's not good at ovals. Ugh. Who cares?
Well,
the actual coverage I have seen around SVG has been mind-blowingly funny. Like, genuinely. I get it. Like, I get it. Your favourite driver sucks at road courses. I get it, man.
Do you reckon...
Mine's actually good at them. So shush.
That is good. Do you reckon... I had something about SVG, and it disappeared. Do you reckon they're going to have this same questions if he was just a guest driver? Like, he deserves to be in the final. We've got the Roval coming up where he could win.
So like just only running road courses.
Might still win the championship. Head down pit lane. Austin Cindric's in.
Cycle, 4 tires of fuel, good right side stop. After the backwards pit stops for the last few weeks, a normal direction for these drivers. Chastain continuing to run the 6th position, Marty.
Yeah, Steve, he said he's had no rear grip this entire run. But also for you, crew chief, Steve, it's decision time about how you play the rest of your race. This is what Phil Surgeon told Chastain a moment ago.
Any thoughts, Phil? In terms of the points, I'm leaning that way because I don't feel like we're competitive enough to win right now.
So, Steve, it's kind of crazy to think that as a crew chief, you're going to have to make that decision as the pit window opens here. Do you go for the points or do you play it for the win later on in the race? They're going to go for points on the 1, Alan.
Ryan Blaney and a little on the free side, just like everybody out there. But as crew chief told me earlier, when a track is free, Ryan Blaney usually succeeds. So they like this track today and like where they're going with this wild card, Marty.
Chris Buescher lost a few spots at the very start of the race, was not really able to gain those back. Again, just like everybody else, struggling with rear lateral grip in the 17. But so good here at the road course, and we'll see if they can make it up later, Alan.
Kyle Larson diving down pit lane as well as they come through. I don't know who Alan is. It's Adam Alexander up in the commentary box. I think Marty's getting confused with Alan Bestwick there, throwing back to the good old days as well coming through. As the action still continuing on here with 4 to go. And if anybody's confused why they're pitting 4 to go in stage 1, they're pitting before the break so they can get an advantage in the second half of the second stage. That's pretty much common, as Bell now is the latest to do so coming into the pit lane.
6 spots in this first stint. Just at the end there, he said, I can tell my tires are getting bad. Small adjustment for the 20 car. 2 tires on the right, over to the left side. 4 tires stopping fuel for Christopher Bell on and off pit road.
Go on, Jack. Sorry, I thought you said something. As I'll continue with the attack.
Laps winning a stage.
Allmendinger in two.
AJ Allmendinger, who had slid back from his starting position, making his green flag stop. 3 to go, stage 1.
And now I think there's no choice but to pit if you're the 88 of SVG.
Yeah, gotta come in.
I believe if you don't pit now, after how many cars? We've had nearly 30 cars pit in this cycle. So the 88 of SVG, down the S's right here, he will have to decide. And then if he stays out, I think the 24 is committed. He's so far back. Let's see what the 88 does this time. Left turn. As we watch 88 pit behind him, the 24. That's the next story. 24-19. Will they follow the 88 on pit road?
88 down pit road. Race leader is in of SVG. Byron Briscoe, Chastain.
Shane Van Gisbergen started on the pole strong to begin this race, and here he is making his stop under green.
Byron and Briscoe in 2.
Yeah, Adam, you know, it's funny. I talked to Stephen Doran about this last week. He said at Chicago, if we were in a position to get a playoff point, we wanted it. He told me today, this week here at Sonoma, we cannot give up the track position. It's not worth a playoff point. SVG, just like everybody else, no rear grip in the car, so 4 fresh Goodyear tires before the end of stage 1.
Seeing our pylon.
You ready?
His pit stop, you saw there, Briscoe did as well.
Good stop from SVG.
Trying to get to the end. SVG exits pit road. Up the hill, here's the one of Chastain, who's the leader of the race.
So think about that. The 88 pitted, and he's going to rejoin in second because so many cars have pitted it. So the one's going to have an easy
we got to
to
spin the 20s
Oh!
around and turn.
Bad round goes Bell. Bell's done a 360, kicks up the dust and blocks off Allmendinger. And, well, that was a bit naughty, but Bell had to rejoin with that. Well, there's no penalty really for it, but yeah. That is now, I think, Jack, as well, massive unfair as Bell was into the pit lane just before this. I mean, can you hear me? Is this working?
Yeah, it is. Jack just deafened for the moment. Doesn't think he's sorting something, I believe, or
Sorry,
something.
I didn't see that. Sorry, mate. Didn't see that, Jack. Because I'm not on the same systems, you see. I can't see the same stuff as they come through. Chastain of SVG. I can hear someone revving up down in the pit lane, but no one's down there. 1 to go, though, in this stage. So we will come to the end of stage number 1. And it is going to be, with 86 laps to go, advantage Ross Chastain, with SVG directly behind him. And he is well, if that's 21 seconds, not 6/10, he is a country mile away right now, according to our driver tracker. Absolutely half a mile. This is perfection. Down through the S's section once more. Into the last 10 minutes of the wet race. 23 minutes to go, IMSA. We've nearly got our systems back. And so they come through, and we can end the night with a good race here for NASCAR. Into the last hairpin. He's going to nearly lap the traffic. Chastain's going to have to box again, though, at some point. But he will pick up very good stage points. Out of the hairpin, out to the line, and the green checkered flag comes out. Ross Chastain wins stage number 1 of the Toyota Save Mart 350. Over the line, and it's a coast to it.
All right, I'm just looking at what happened while I was getting my drink. Apparently Bell spun.
Yeah.
Oh!
This is going to be SVG.
Bubba Wallace.
Bubba's going to try and come through on the outside line. SVG shuts the door and keeps it defended as SVG finishes second. Bubba Wallace finishes in third. And different to how it would be... different how it would be on an oval, the caution won't come out until the last car of competitive nature crosses the line.
Oh. Netherlands have just taken the lead.
Oh,
against France. Does that put us top of the group?
On callback?
No. Wait, actually. No, yes, it does. It puts us top of the group.
Good stuff coming up then.
Come on, England then.
Stage 1 complete. Oh, take a breath. Take a little breather.
I've shut my door so no cats can get in.
I've had the light off
cats
because
now.
it's been so hot in the commentary box. I've had to turn the lights off.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah. Megan was angry with me that I didn't turn it off during the MotoGP, but we didn't even have enough sunlight at that point of the day. Good first team.
Have a look. What have we got? Yeah, Bell apparently spun and caught AJ. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw it.
Spun on his own, or?
Spun on his own.
AJ wasn't too badly damaged, was he?
No, it was a stop in the middle of the track. He didn't. There was no physical contact.
Okay, good. Also, someone's asked, has Kyle Larson been replaced by a stunt double since Indianapolis?
Yes. Pretty much yes to that question. My voice is dying right now. Let's check back in and get in with our colleagues and redo the atmosphere. We'll head down to TNT as we are behind the pace car, ready for the start of stage 2 of the Toyota SafeMart 350. Voice slowly dying after today. Non-stop since 8 a.m. And it's going to be the same tomorrow. Didn't I get a holiday?
You'll get one soon in the December. I don't think you've got anything to cover, have you?
Not December. After December the 7th, I'm free. For a record, are you ready? For a record breaking 45 days. Shortest off-season in Formula 1 history.
I'll wait to be back.
And we've got 3 tests to cover. 5 days, 3 days.
Yeah. NASCAR Cup Series racing on TNT is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. Burger King at BK, have it your way. You rule. And by Progressive. Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit progressive.com. Nice Sunday afternoon, Sonoma, California. Cup Series cars racing for the 20th time in 2025. DraftKings Sportsbook is your home for live betting, and new customers can bet $5 and get a $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the app and use the promo code SPEED when you sign up.
One of Chastain. Now, there's some math that says he could stay out. But like we were talking earlier, the tires are so important. I believe all these cars that haven't pitted will come to pit road. That'll be the one of Chastain, 23 of Bubba Wallace, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ty Dillon. So just to show you how much speed a few of these cars have, the 88 and the 24, they scored all those stage points. They had a big gap, and they were aided, as you pointed out, Adam, that so many cars pitted. So, pit cycle fast and furious, and now all these cars will just come in here under yellow, I assume. Now they have, like I said, they could stay out, but that would be a very aggressive call. No, there they go.
But it's just part of our thought process. If you flip the stage, you're giving up points. Yeah, right. Those guys didn't. I mean, it's remarkable what they were able to do today.
The SVG gave up 1 point and 1 playoff point because he would have won the stage. But now you see all these cars staying on the racetrack on the left. That's a great visual to show you how many cars these guys will now line up behind, Alan.
His pre-race plan for Bubba Wallace was get stage points as you could. He says it's great in single file, but he has nothing for him in the turns. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment on and off for Bubba Wallace, Danielle.
Second can of fuel going in for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Mike Millie just said this is going to be a bang-bang stop. We want to fill it with fuel. Ricky, get out of here after winning 4th in stage 1. Got a lot of points there, Marty.
Ross Chastain and Phil Surgeon playing the points game. 10 in the bank, plus a playoff point as well. Ross Chastain said the car was just way too loose, then paused for a moment. He said the entire run way too loose. So these guys, to Steve's point, will start deep in the field to start stage 2.
Stage win number 1 of 2025 for Ross Chastain gets his service, and he's got a long ride back to the front when we return.
Not a bad race coming up then. Effectively, it'll be another 25 lapper, won't it, Jack, really, once we get all these done for stage 1 and stage 2. And then stage 3 is the longest one of the 9. That's going to be the real kicker. What is it?
That's where pit strategy is really going to come into it.
50 laps long, yeah, 50 laps.
Oh, never mind, France are back in the lead.
The checker flags about to come out at the World Endurance Championship, by the way. So we will nearly be back there. 12,000 people have watched that stream.
What, the World Endurance?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good day.
Meanwhile, in other events, Chelsea are leading the Club World Cup final 3-0 right now. 2 goals from Cole Palmer, and he assisted the third, which was scored by new signing João Pedro. Still got 15 minutes to go in the IMSA race as well, for those that want to go and tune over and watch that.
Just trying to book a coffee or a cup of tea.
Ah, there's.
My voice, I can barely talk, it's so bad.
I've just got water.
Oh, I'm nearly out of mine, you see. I've got like a gulp or 2 left. But my voice is giving up on me as they filter into positions of where they need to be.
But you can let me talk more then.
Might have to. So I won't be under the bus. That's what maybe.
Well, I mean, I did have a 2-hour IndyCar broadcast solo, thank you very much.
Yeah, but I've been going since 8 AM.
You just feel the
And I've done Wimbledon.
The race within the race. Survive and advance. For any of these drivers to make it, you're going to have to continue to knock off some big names.
I just knocked your favorite driver out. It's going to be all take and no give.
Everybody sees opportunity. This thing is going to be wild. Time for our NASCAR in-season challenge update presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Here is the bracket, and then there were 8.
Then there were 8. The battles of the war right now. The tightest battles between Reddick and Priest. They're currently 9th and 12th on the racetrack. Ty Gibbs having a great day up inside the top 5. Zane Smith qualified well, but looking to put the pressure on him. Bowman right now ahead of Todd Dillon by quite a few positions right there. John Hunter Nemechek also winning his bracket. I love this because all these guys are outside the top 12 in points. So one of these could really, winning this bracket could make their season.
Cadillac.
I don't know if Ty Dillon will win the $1 million, but he's won the trash talk competition in the in-season challenge.
I love it. So we're down there on the stage, and he's walking out of driver intro, or walking out of the driver's meeting, and Dale kind of like, go get the money. He turned, and he was like, absolutely. Here, he was fired up about this tournament. I love it. Taking a look at the choose here for the restart. SVG will take the inside line of turn 11, but that puts him on the outside coming up the hill to turn 1. So assuming he gets the launch, should be in pretty good shape there.
Ross Chastain, the first off pit road, won the stage. But we talk about the loss of track position when you run it out. Prior to the choose was 24th was Chastain, so a lot of ground to make up here.
Into the choose and getting ready for the start of the next stage here. Well, fingers crossed it's going to be a good restart. And we don't have any other issues coming through as we get ready for the green flag to come out. Are you ready? Stage 2 of the Toyota SafeMart 350. Pace car pulls off. Byron and Van Gisbergen. into the Echo Park automotive restart zone. We're racing. Stage 2 is underway. Stage 2 is underway here in towards turn 1. Shedman Gisbergen leads, blocks off from Byron. Briscoe trying to go through on the inside line. He's got Blaney on back. Then coming through Gibbs, Elliott, and there's a little kerfuffle through turn 1 and 2, but everyone bumps their way in. Ryan Priest as well in 11th place doing a good job on the outside line as they all muck their way up the hill and open up. SVG leads Byron, Briscoe, Blaney, Gibbs, Elliott, Bell, Allmendinger, Reddick and Busher.
Little wide moment there, I think, for Blaney.
Gilliland went out too deep as well, coming out further back as well. So there was a couple of changes still trying to find their overall positions, but it's not been a bad situation at the moment as they continue to push through, open up on the lap traffic, and try and find their overall pace. This was the move, as well as you said, Jack, Blaney getting on the dust. You said going out wide.
Yeah, just a little bit wide, you're going to lose some time. Too difficult. What happened to cause that? No, he just wheel hopped and lost it there.
Gets on that dust side by side. Yeah, he said it was just stepping out the rear. I don't know. I don't think there was any contact.
Oh no, he caught the grass.
Yeah, there was no contact with Briscoe, was there? Even though he was side by side with him. There was no actual door to door. Now we're seeing again Briscoe having to go right high on the curbs because Gibbs is trying to go through.
Look at Byron all over FPG, and around goes AJ!
And is he stuck in the dust or can he get it out? Yes, he can. We don't need a caution, which is good news, but AJ Allmendinger falls to the back of the field after a spin coming out of turn 4. And then someone else
He was battling Chase Elliott. So, was there contact?
Oh, he's lost it on the dust.
Nope. A rare error for AJ at a road course. Just lost it on the dust there.
Kicked up by Ty Gibbs, just ahead of him. So a simple switcheroo.
Oh, did he? No, he's lost it on the curbs. That's a really weird spin.
Super annoying for that to happen as well. Oh, the 42's around.
NEMA check.
And there's bodywork on the ground there, so there's been contact. That is not just an error. He's been punted by somebody.
Yeah, it looks like he had some contact because of where he spun. Also 5-0 to England, goal from Beth Mead.
Oh, good old Beth. I've interviewed her, and actually, I think I've had lunch with her. Actually, thinking about it. Yeah.
I think that might have been Cindric who got into him there. Oh, how has everyone avoided him?
Absolutely. Let's ride on board. This is with the FedEx. Yeah, and the span.
Yeah, he got spun.
Oh my God, Bubba Wallace nearly whacked straight into him. Bubba was blind to the melee, and he got hit by, is it Riley Herbst? Yeah.
Yeah. I will say 3 wide just does not work there. That's not, I don't think any driver needed to back out there. Look at this though.
It's Riley Herbst and Austin Cindric who was involved in that as well. They were side by side with the 42. So they've all...
I am thankful no one's hit in there, because that could have been a really nasty accident.
I'm with you on that one. And look how close Bubba...
Look at Bubba's on board.
Oh.
Good. Oh!
Bubba was inches away as Briscoe looks for a move on Byron, and SVG for the first time today looks a bit more vulnerable as they come into the hairpin, and Gibbs coming back in as well, trying to find traction as they come out of the last corner. Hit and miss, isn't it, really? Elliott's dropped down into 9th place. Go on, Jack.
See if I've anything missed.
Oh!
AJ...
Sorry, Gibbs got on the dirt there, just pushed Briscoe ever so slightly, and there's a lot of dust through too, and everyone's just losing it around.
Wales have scored.
Oh.
That's nice. Good to have them have a goal at least.
Gibbs is going to nerf the back of Briscoe if he's not careful.
Their teammate. Those are teammates.
Oh, that's going to be tied into the chicane. Is he going to get through before the S's section? Yes, he is. Briscoe's going to have to back out of it. Gibbs now through the S's downhill. Gibbs is through.
Oh, what a move there. Good work from Ty Gibbs to get past his teammate. But yeah, Wales have scored. I didn't see exactly how, but It's nice for them to get a goal. It's their first ever major tournament, so yeah, good. And finish. Yeah, no saving that. Brilliant finish. Straight into the top corner.
Gibbs now in 4th position with Bell in P5 as Byron continues to battle on with Shane van Gisbergen. So that pit stop as well didn't really falter anybody so far. Lap 9 of 30 of this stage. It's only lap 33 of 77. Lap 33, sorry, of 110. There's 77 laps to go. Marnie's in the pits. No, he's not. I thought I heard Marnie. Now, I understand that the IMSA might end behind the safety car. WEC has ended, and I just need to find out if they have ended their commentary so that I can end the stream for WEC. Not too sure yet, as they continue on the battle here. It's been strong, though, hasn't it, Jack, this stage? And Sonoma giving us close racing for a road course, which is quite unusual.
Good for Sonoma as well, because normally Sonoma's a pretty, I hate to say it, but boring track.
It has. Year upon year we come here and it's been a bit more boring.
So far, we've had 3 really solid races based on what we've seen so far. Xfinity was great. We had the battle of the road course aces with Zilich and SVG. I hear they might be teammates next year.
Oh, blimey.
I hear they might be teammates at Trackhouse next year, so that'll be interesting to watch. And obviously, in the ARCA West race, we had that 3-wide battle for the lead on the overtime restart between Sawalich, Ekes, and Alon Day, making only his 2nd ARCA start. Alon Day, 3rd place, very impressive from him. It was the closest finish, I think, in Sonoma history. Please, someone in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. 66 thousandths of a second.
I think you're right on this one. The race exciting says as well coming in from Nathan. I love road course in NASCAR, and hello as well to the JBMotorsports crew and happy race day. Happy race day to you, and happy race day to everybody watching on as well, our coverage. I hope you're all having a fantastic evening of entertaining action here across the JB Motorsports network.
Yeah. There might also be another guy who you might see in NASCAR soon, but I just thought I'd let you know.
Oh, who?
Elon Harvick just took his first cars tour when he's Kevin Harvick's son, and it's going to be a few years still. He's 13, so this kid's fast. I just want to warn you about him.
I look forward to the podcast. that podcast is going to be fun. Oh no,
yeah,
the leader in LMP2. That's the reason for the caution. Dillman in the Inter-Europe competition is out of the race. It's now gone over to the 99 with Cameron and the AO Racing. They're going to win the Chevrolet Grand Prix over at IMSA.
Arthur Hocevar has an issue.
Oh, Hocevar's got an issue here as well. We'll bring you up to date with side-by-side coverage if you're keeping an eye on us. That race with 4 minutes to go behind the pace car at the moment. We can go there and then come back again. Hocevar with an issue. Bowman in a battle now as well. He's side by side because here comes Ryan Preece trying to look through on the inside. Just a
2 wheels.
He got Ryan.
He was on 2 wheels there.
I don't like Ryan Preece on 2 wheels. It never ends well.
Ryan Preece usually ends up on no wheels.
In wine country, he might need that. Ground control to Major Tom.
The only David Bowie song I know, actually.
Oh, I love David Bowie so much.
Never listened to David Bowie that much.
Oh,
just
he's
not for
brilliant.
me. I respect what he does, but just not for me, man.
One of my favourite songs at the moment, Under Pressure. Queen and David Bowie linking up.
Oh.
Epic song.
Under Pressure, well, that's what Alex Bowman is right now.
Bowman's going to have to deliver, but SVG's also feeling it. He's not breaking away the way we were expecting him to in this second stage. Byron, Gibbs, Briscoe, Bell all staying with him. And we've got a 5-way fight of a road course lead here in Sonoma.
Well, if Alex Bowman's song playing is Under Pressure, I think SVG's right now is Don't Stop Me Now.
That's very good.
That's probably my favourite Queen song because it was in Shaun of the Dead.
Well, it's not Christian Horner's anymore, is it? Because of course he's been stopped. We'll bring your...
Christian Horner. That was unexpected as well.
Was that
very unexpected.
Was that on Monday morning or somewhere around there?
Yes.
Oh no, it was Wednesday morning. It was Wednesday morning. Yes, I remember now. Yeah.
Because I woke up at like 1 o'clock that day because I've been up watching some dirt racing, and I just woke up. I saw the news. I wake up at 1 o'clock. I pick up my phone as I always do. First thing I do when I wake up, pick up my phone, check the news. What?
Oh, Kyle Busch was a bit slow. Kyle Busch was just lost out a little bit, but he's caught back up next to the 4. Yeah, go on, continue your story. Yeah, I did the same thing.
I literally went, what?
Yeah. Omi, what was your reaction?
He's got to have been...
Go on.
Go to Omi first. Go to Omi first.
Yeah, Omi, what was your reaction to hearing Christian Horner was out of it? We haven't talked about it yet, but we've got 3 weeks until Spa.
Well, I mean, I kind of did the same, just, going on social media as usual. And I saw so many notifications, so I knew something was up. And yeah, saw it and was shocked.
Would have been the longest serving team principal in F1 at the time, surely.
20 years, yeah.
Because he was at Arden before he was at Red Bull.
Hamlin,
and off the track goes Denny Hamlin and Justin Haley.
Both running wide, and Hamlin just about saves it. Meantime, we've got a battle going on between the 43, further out the field. Let's see who he's battling with. Hamlin.
Yeah, Hamlin's lost a lot of time. Okay, am I the only one that thinks that Hamlin scheme looks horrific?
It's not the prettiest car, is it?
I don't like. Me and my mates, we all like to rate like schemes and stuff, and we all agreed like that Hamlin scheme looks horrible.
What's the sponsor this weekend? I can't tell. It's AMPM.
AMPM, I think, or whatever their name is. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, guys. I do apologise. Yeah, AMPM. I don't know what they do. Let me look it up. AMPM company.
This is where we find out it's something to do with bowel movement or something or other.
Oh, lovely. It's a convenience store chain.
That's convenient.
No. That's nice.
Omi,
you love a good convenience store.
I can hear Omi rolling his eyes.
No research needed to know what the company sponsoring SVG makes, though.
Is it
race cars?
Is it White Horse?
No, I thought it was Black Sheep.
Green cows, I don't know.
It's got to a point as well where you don't just think SVG might do well on a road course. You don't think he's going to do well. You expect him to do well.
I've got to go. Bye. Omi, take over.
Me!
Absolutely. As JB runs off, because, of course, we're streaming so much, Jack. So he's having to go and shut down some streams as they continue making their way through. Oh, that's close to the wall, but that's the NASCAR line, though. That's the NASCAR line.
Yes. Thank God for no track limiters. Chase Briscoe down the inside on Ty Gibbs. He takes that third position away. Those two have been battling a lot this race. They've been two very, very quick cars. But yeah, NASCAR. I love that NASCAR barely enforces track limits. I don't care what anyone says. It allows... track limits just ruin F1 for me. But when it comes to NASCAR, they just don't police it, and I'm more a fan of that. If I was wanting F1, I'd want them to use NASCAR track limits, but it won't happen, will it?
Yeah. I also want that with the Porsche Super Cup, because they just can't keep it on the circuit, and qualifying's always just have so many lap times deleted. It's ridiculous. So,
yeah, exactly.
It's like, yeah, especially with the Super Cup, we had 3 lap times deleted for the leaders. So the pole position changed around 3 times after the checkered flag went in Spain earlier this year. So yeah, I've had enough of those.
God.
I've had enough of those, especially in the Super Cup, which of course their style is quite like this, where they just want to run right up all over the curbs and absolutely.
I don't watch it at all, the Super Cup. I watched Monaco, but that was it. Like, I don't know, man. I know you love your Super Cup, but I don't know. It's not for me.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. And Monaco, you chose to watch the race that was only 3 minutes, and they had a pile-up. It's nice.
It had a pile-up. It was perfect. It was the perfect representation of the Monaco circuit.
Yeah,
However,
enjoyed F2.
Alex Dunn saw that and thought, I got to outdo that.
Yeah, absolutely. As we watch with Chris Buescher making his way through at the moment, and there's some side-by-side ahead as well. So all of the battling going on around the circuit in
Blaney's made up. Blaney's up to 4th place. He's just passed Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, that was the move that we just saw ahead, a couple of meters in front, and that is Blaney moving up to 4th as Gibbs drops down. That is going to be a switch that came in right at the end of that lap as we go into the 17th lap of this second stage. So quite an interesting race so far, but yeah, after I did IndyCar, to be fair, I find this as quite a mid-race due to how good IndyCar was.
Oh yeah, and Christopher Bell out of nowhere. Here is the JGR cars, except for Hamlin, have all looked really quick today. As Chase Briscoe, right as I say that, right on cue, down the inside on William Byron, he takes 2nd position.
Hello.
Meanwhile, SVG is just like, he is just sailing away.
Well, 12,000 viewers on that coverage that we've just had for the World Endurance Championship. My thanks to each and every one of you. It's lap 16 of 30. We're past halfway in stage 2. The race ended under safety car in IMSA as Bell looks to the inside line to get out of Gibbs for 5th position at the last corner. Tries to get the traction down again. Tries to have the power. Still can't find anything, but he's got through Jack at the end.
And I'm just keeping track of the in-season battle right now. In particular, it's not going particularly well if your name is Jimmy Johnson, because both your cars are outside the top 30 right now.
Why am I not surprised?
They've been fast this year, to be fair, Legacy. They've been fairly decent. It is now 6-1 to England, by the way.
So we're just getting better all the time?
Looks like we are set to finish 2nd in the group.
Full bottle of lemonade, by the way, fits perfectly in my new bottle. I know nobody cares, but yeah, we're approaching half distance.
Beaver Jones, I think, was the goal scorer, by the way.
Oh,
nice. We are now set to finish 2nd in the group, behind France.
We cannot
Who will we
finish
face? We can't. We would only be able to finish ahead of France if they lost.
France, you know what to do.
They're leading by 2 goals. It's not happening.
Thank you, Omi, by the way, and Jack for taking over while I go and went and stopped the other stream.
No problem.
I don't know when Imps is going to go off, because they've finished now, but I don't know when they're going to stop. And then when they do, I can have all my systems back up the way I want them to be. Still, SVG leading by 1.5 seconds to Chase Briscoe right now. And there is the 60, holding down the fort of Ryan Preece in 10th position.
Back at Sonoma, and now we look at our Xfinity fastest lap. Surprise, surprise. Shane Van Gisbergen, top of the board. William Byron is there. And Ryan Preece doing it again in the 60. Having a good day, coming off his best ever finish on the road last weekend in Chicago, Alan.
He is, and there was a time you would not pick Ryan Preece as something of a road course ringer, but it's been a nice slow progression. He qualified 2nd in Mexico, had a nice comeback in that race. As you said, 7th last week, his best finish ever on a road course there, and now he's driven up 10 spots already, and he told the team, we made great changes overnight. If we have long runs, we're going to be really good, Danielle.
Well, Alan, Tyler Reddick right now is running in the 11th position. They said go back to where you were on brake bias because we are getting beat on exit. Tyler would love $1 million to win the in-bracket challenge, but right now I think what he wants a little bit more is a win to lock himself into the playoffs. I asked Billy Scott, what will it take to beat SVG? He said something like last week at Chicago where we had a tire advantage on him, or we can beat him if he makes a mistake.
Yeah, they were one of those drivers and teams at a crossroads on strategy. They said, let's bring him in, put him on offense. I like that with Reddick. And you talk about other drivers in the top 15 today. Can't say enough about Brad Keselowski in 12.
Yeah, last time by, the second fastest car on the racetrack, just P's and Q's. You said it, Dale. It sounds easy, but just keep it on the pavement. That's what Brad Keselowski has done. You see he started just outside the top 20. He's just outside the top 10 right now.
Joey Logano inside the top 15. One career road course win for him. Came Watkins Glen 10 years ago. 22 doing a nice job.
This has been a hotly contested little battle right here between him and the 99 of Suarez, and one back there as well, Chastain. All those guys in a little gaggle right here throughout this whole run.
Big of the emotion for the 99, right? He's won here before, but then he comes here looking for a ride for next year. It's been announced that he will not return to Trackhouse. Chastain is Trackhouse teammate.
Contact, and round goes Daniel Suarez. Well, that was coming out of nowhere, wasn't it, mate?
That was Chastain being Chastain. Chastain spins his teammate out and puts him into Logano. That is going to be a very interesting teamed briefing coming up.
Did we get a fight? Come on.
Not between teammates.
Well, I didn't expect
that is full time. England 6, Wales 1. England are through to the knockouts. Yeah, Ross, that wasn't a smart move. I don't think it was he meant to wreck him or anything.
Yeah, I just sort of ran into it, backed out of it a lot.
Also, I'm told Hocevar went around.
Oh, Carson.
Who got moved there? Sorry, who did Chase Elliott just move out the way? Michael McDowell. Was McDowell or Gibbs that he just moved out the way?
Yeah, they've dropped back a little bit as well on the overall monitor. Just trying to keep an eye on the end of the IMSA stream as well. That's coming up shortly. If you're wondering why we're not doing much of the talking at the moment, just going to get our systems back operational. 21 of 30. Still looks good so far. I think we've got a few minutes at the moment. Oh, and now Bowman going defensive against the two of Austin Cindric. Cindric's looking impressive at the moment, I must admit. He's got the traction. He's going for this is over 15th and 16th place, remember. Lap traffic getting out of the way though. In the midfield. By the way, can I just point out how Catherine Legg is actually enjoying herself out there. She's not on the pace. She's not what she was back in Chicago, but she's actually enjoying Sonoma. So nice to have her here. I've just got to end the coverage. That's not everything.
Zane Smith in the 38 is our bracket contenders going up against Gibbs in the head-to-head today. Behind this 5 Larson.
Dale, you've said it. We're all a little quiet about the 5 numbers, but they have been bold over the summer.
Yeah. This guy here, Zane Smith, worked really hard to get better and starting to show some of the flashes of what he could be. I really believe that, you know, should this team get better or he find himself in a more competitive race car, he's got what it takes, got the talent to do it. Marty, what you got on this 2 car?
Just to clean up where that contact came from, remember John Hunter Nemechek spinning earlier in the race, Junior? Austin Cindric was the man who hit him. So when they had that big stack up, they were 3 wide earlier in the race. It was Austin Cindric, and that's the damage on the 2.
That's more damage than I thought he got during that wreck. Might be hurting his 2 car.
8 laps to go, stage 2. We'll start thinking strategy. We'll break it all down for you when we return on TNT.
Come in London. Can you hear me? Hello, guys. Can you hear me okay?
Yep. Really nice day today.
Fabulous. We are back up running. Omi, what about you?
Yep, all good.
Fabulous. Hello. We are back on our main systems up here in the JB Motorsports comms box. After wrapping up, and hello to everybody who's joined us on both the WEC and IMSA streams. 2 great races there. And now you join us for a classic end to a great NASCAR that we are going to be experiencing here today as well. So fingers crossed it's going to be good. So, SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen, leading at the moment with 7 to go of stage number 2. He's yet to pick up a stage win because it was Chastain who took stage 1 on the run around. And Jack, to answer your question, will face Sweden.
That's not horrendous. I'd say that's actually pretty. They're a good side, Sweden. They are a very, very good side. But I think that's a decent opponent we can get. I reckon we'll be able to beat Sweden.
I'm with you on that. Finally, though, I get my timing monitor back where I want it. Because I've been looking next to my screen all day, and I wanted to look up and not read a nice screen. So, it's better. It's right to my eye line now. Takes the laps and rundowns on as well. It's only lap 48, by the way. Yeah, sorry to disappoint everybody. It's been a weird...
Bad thing, more racing.
It's a good... to be honest with you, it's a good race, but we're not even halfway.
I feel like it's flown by, to be honest.
61 to go. We've been racing for 1 hour and 9 minutes. Could be good, could be bad, to be fair.
By the way, the cut-off should be, I think it's, what is it, like 8:20 or something?
All for them. Yeah, that makes sense, to be fair. So, at least we're back in operation for our servers, which is nice. Lap 49. So, 55 will be halfway. What you got?
Yeah, Junior, hard to believe Ty Gibbs was running 3rd earlier in the stage, all the way back to the 10th position right now. Chris Gabehart said, I can see it on SMT. When you go back to the gas, the rear end just wants to snap around. Everybody else is not doing that, so they feel like they didn't go far enough to tighten up that 54 car.
Well, interesting to see so many people having balance problems. But this new tire that they brought to the road course this year, Steve, has really been a big gain in terms of...
What have you got, Jack?
Daniel Suarez on the way. You better hope I don't get back to him today.
So we are getting to see something.
So we might get a bit of a payback. I mean, Suarez doesn't have to have any loyalty, does he?
That's true.
He's leaving the team at the end of the year.
He's been let go, quite publicly as well.
Yeah, it looks like things just evolved internally.
I do feel sorry for him though.
I do. I don't like to see anyone lose their seat. But I will say Suarez's performances compared to that of SVG and Chastain just aren't good enough, in my opinion.
Been a great...
Yes, he has 2 wins, but
yeah.
the season and even the seasons where he has won, he has not been that great.
Okay, still coming through then with 5 to go. SVG in complete control. And I think he'll have stage 3. Trackhouse in trouble. Yeah. They are
Meanwhile, one of their cars is leading.
Yeah, 2 in trouble, 1 coming through.
Anyway, one of the things where it says NASCAR, Sonoma will be on the NASCAR calendar come 2026, by the way.
Oh, so that's been confirmed now.
And interesting, based on a photo I've just seen on the NASCAR Reddit, which shows some people performing in front of a sign that says NASCAR returns in 2026. But there is an interesting logo alongside the Xfinity and Cup Series.
What is it?
The truck logo.
Ah,
truck's coming back to Sonoma.
That's going to be good.
I'd watch that.
I would enjoy a Friday night one to go through. Pit road.
Fuel is the call, wedge and air pressure adjustments. That's what Blake Harris told Alex Bowman.
Pit road is busy, leader on the racetrack, so he might stay out because he could come at 2 to go. No surprise if he stays on the racetrack. What do the next do? 19 feels he's close enough. He can pit with 2 to go. These guys probably have...
One thing I love, by the way, is they're now diving into the pit lane. I've just seen I can't say because it might spoil the Wimbledon match. Pit road coming open there. The 4, in comes the 24, and he's racing with the 17.
Mid advantage, Allen.
Yeah, the 24, William Byron, just fading there on the long run for the first time today. He told the team, look, it's not super pretty. I've just been trying to hang on. That's what he's been doing with 4 tires for William Byron, Marty Snyder.
We just talked about Chris Buescher and the impressive run here in stage 2, trying to keep themselves in the game to maybe compete with SVG for the win, much like they did Watkins Glen last year. Again, Buescher said on the radio, don't want any changes here, just 4 fresh Goodyear tires, pitting with 3 to go in stage 2.
I was nervous for Buescher there because when they came in, they came across the yellow line where they start tracking pit road speed. It almost felt like he was accelerating. Maybe an optical illusion, but I was concerned.
You see these drivers now creeping into the top 10. Looking at opportunities maybe to grab a few more stage points, similar to what Bubba Wallace did in stage 1.
I look at Blaney. They ran at long one a stage last week at Chicago to get a playoff point. Chastain did it earlier today.
SVG's boxing this time by, so are we now seeing, Jack, that we're going to have a lot of people playing this game in order to try and pick up stage points with us getting to the end of this cutoff point?
I think SVG just wants to get as many wins as possible right now. I will note that, by the way, if SVG wins today, he becomes the winningest driver, international driver in NASCAR history if we combine all his results from previous series.
He's unstoppable
8
at the moment,
victories.
isn't he? Unstoppable. As a good pit stop release there from Briscoe. SVG, oh, he's still late on his tyres, actually. It's a slow stop.
It's interesting because stage 1, SVG talked the entire time about how the car went way too free during that run. On this run here in stage 2, not a mention about the handling of the car. I think there's way more potential in that 88.
Oh, you see those guys blend off pit road. Here comes Buescher and Byron, so they will leave pit road in front of Buescher. Even Blaney will jump out. I wasn't sure how that was all going to cycle around.
Right on board with the 17 of Buescher.
5-2, 5-3. All right, we'll just manage here. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, see this happen really coming through between the two. Okay, so we're riding on board then. The field submarine, that's Chris Buescher running now. Dropped the position.
Fight on pit road. Fight on pit road, according to PRN.
Really?
Not sure what happened yet, though. Not sure what happened, but it was Brad Keselowski's crew versus Ty Gibbs's crew.
Oh, I like this. So now they kind of...
Well, I can't see anything happening, but we've had a fight on pit road.
Apparently Wendy Venturini was right in the middle of it.
Oh my.
Who is working for PRN. I need the details right now.
Hang on a minute.
What the hell?
Side by side. Sorry to kind of crush you, but Larson's battling with Shane Van Gisbergen. SVG's got back ahead, but Larson is side by side in a battle. Absolute insanity going on right now as Larson's fighting for stage points. This is the end of stage 2. We're running into the last couple of corners. Is Larson going to jump ahead of SVG here? That would be a total surprise. Nobody would have seen that one coming. SVG is ahead at the moment. But can Larson find a traction that works? And this is the replay. So well, hang on a minute. We've got no replay. It's a black screen.
Absolutely wonderful, guys. Good work.
Nice job, TNT. Give me back to Prime,
Brilliant.
please. Amazon Prime were fantastic as coverage. Into the hairpin. Stage 2 is coming to conclusion then. It's going to be Larson who is challenging down SVG, but at the end, nobody can stop Shane Van Gisbergen, who takes stage 2 of the Toyota Safe Mark 350. Checkers are out. Well, that was it was a close one, but it didn't really work out the way we thought it would.
I'm going to try and get as much detail as I can on that fight on pit road. Apparently NASCAR officials had to step in and separate them.
We have the ability to listen to PRN. Let's do that now.
3 car lengths. Larson doing everything that he possibly possibly can to get back around SVG, but it's simply not going to happen. He's a car length back off turn 11.
Shane Van Gisbergen so dominant here at Sonoma Raceway. Not only do they short pit, but they win stage number 2. Kyle Larson comes home in second in this stage, followed by Kyle Busch. Bubba Wallace will finish 4th, then Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is 5th. Ty Dillon, Chase Briscoe is 6th. Ty Dillon drops to 7th. Chris Buescher will finish stage number 2 in 8th. 9th, Ryan Blaney, and William Byron rounds out the top 10. Stage number 2 presented by Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen. Cheddar's the official.
I don't think they're not saying anything there. That's a shame. Can't get to it. Well.
And there's also been, I've switched to the Club World Cup final, there has been a red card to PSG. Who are 3-0 down, violent conduct. One of the PSG players pulled Cucurell's hair.
Oh.
Which, automatic red, you can't do that. Yeah, correct decision in my eyes.
This is weird. JB Motorsports 2 has 2,204 subscribers. JB Motorsports 9,204. They're separated by exactly 7,000. As things stand.
That's actually really cool.
I just checked in as well to check on the Wimbledon to see if we had anything on the coverage, but the data hasn't loaded yet. It won't load till Tuesday as to what everything is across the coverage for Wimbledon in total. So, into the final stage then. It will be half distance. We have to go again. That's taken an hour and 20. So another hour 20 to go in this race. Stage 3 at 55 laps in contention. Let's check in with our colleagues at TNT. As we are under caution, the Toyota Save Mark 350. Let's go back down.
NASCAR Cup Series racing on TNT is brought to you by Arby's. We have the meats. Chewy for life with pets. There's Chewy with everything. And by Straight Talk Wireless. Real unlimited data for fans of fast. Official partner of NASCAR. Today, road racing for the second consecutive week. Next weekend, we're heading to Dover for the Monster Mile. ARCA Friday, 5 Eastern on FS1. Xfinity busy day on Saturday. All the action on CW. Cup practice and qualifying Saturday on True TV at 1:30. Sunday, we've got the Monster Mile coming your way on TNT. And we can't wait for it. Napa onboard camera looking. Driver Chase Elliott, winner a couple of weeks ago. His home track, Atlanta Motor Speedway. I should say Echo Park Speedway.
Yeah, come on.
Get that, I know.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, let's see right here. I'm going to do a little drawing. Dale pointed this out. Check this out. We talk about the mirror all the time. There's a perfect example of the digital mirror that he's able to do. That's off the back of the roof. And basically looking back, and he has in a position, Dale, where he can just check that thing nice and easy.
Man. It's too good. I think they should get rid of it.
It's too good. I thought that was crazy the first time I heard, but I'm kind of with Dale. I think the art of blocking and stuff needs to be a communication with your spotters. You see now the cars coming to pit road who have yet to pit. Larson and Busch, Bubba Wallace, who you mentioned, got so many points.
Alan?
Yeah, just a rough day for the 5 teams. Still trying to find that rear grip with every adjustment. They're going to put 4 tires on it, keep working on it. They did get some stage points there. Bubba Wallace, a win for him so far. 15 stage points on the day. He said he lost all his left side grip in the last few laps of that stage. They'll try to put a fix on it, Danielle.
Kyle Busch finished that second stage in third, wanted to get those precious stage points as well, Alan. And remember that last stop. It was a lengthy stop because Kyle was so unhappy with the car. He just told Randall Burnett, whatever adjustments you did then made everything better. It was so good, I wish I could have it again.
You know, planning strategy at a road course is so challenging, but today it's exaggerated by the fact that Shane Van Gisbergen has been so strong. Larson wins the race off pit road, Busch and Wallace behind him. final stage from Sonoma next.
SVG leading in a crazy, I think, entertaining race. We shouldn't pull it down. It's been really strong here from Sonoma. But 53 laps to go. Averaging a minute, it's at least another hour 10 max. Depending on the fact that, actually as well, Jack, we should mention, the only 2 cautions today have been in the stage cautions. It's run relatively clean racing and it's been close.
Good. Apparently 99 team on the radio just said that Chastain's spotter came down and apologised. He had no intention to get in there that deep, but couldn't get it stopped. Daniel Suarez, silent.
Oh.
He's mad.
And
it is full time in America. Chelsea are your Club World Cup champions of 2025.
I only know one person that might be happy with that.
I know a few Chelsea fans will be celebrating that.
So, track cleanup in progress. Can SVG push it to the end of the race? Can he take it? I've just seen the PRN.
Oh! We have a brawl at the end of the game. Hey, we've got a mass confrontation at the end of the match.
Wish we could have that.
We did. We just added the video of it. I'm sure that. Do you follow Basso488?
No.
Because he posts a lot of onboard. Alright, well, Donnarumma's just hit one of the Chelsea players in the face. Yeah, that'll. If the ref's seen that, that'll be a red card as well. Not smart.
This relief lap sponsored by National Debt Relief. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief gets you back on track. Carson Hocevar 1 lap down, gets back to the lead lap here. He is scored back in the 36th position. And now our race recap. Ross Chastain runs it long, wins the opening stint of the race. Shane Van Gisbergen, incredible pits and still wins stage 2. It's been a quiet day with that caution flag.
That's rare when you flip a stage and still win it. So pretty incredible pace by SVG.
Leading 53 of 58 laps, Shannon.
Really incredible by SVG, putting on an absolute clinic. I want to talk about that 5 car, though. We've said Kyle Larson more in the last few minutes than we have in the last couple of weeks. What do you make of what they just tried to do?
Well, Shannon, it's obviously been a struggle, and he won this race last year. He's actually won it twice in the last 5 years. And I think back to the 5 car, they win at Kansas. He does that Indy doubleheader, and the 5 car has struggled by the standards that we hold them to. Only 1 top 5 finish since then. But the car that I think has a chance to beat SVG is the 19. I know that they said Shane was saving tires a little bit right there, but when I looked at those last 4 or 5 laps, the 19's pace was very similar. If he can get ahead of Shane right here and try to get control of this race, I think he's got a shot at it.
What do you think?
Well, I've been keeping my eye on the 8 of Kyle Busch. Came in this race 46 points below the cut line. Had been the 2nd fastest car on road courses this season. They were abysmal in stage 1. Kyle said there was no grip in that car. They did massive changes, and he just felt that like they had made some improvements in the rear of that race car, but really interesting to see the 8 struggling as much as he has on the road courses. And this tire has been amazing. How it falls off suddenly has caught a lot of teams for a loop.
Steve, I heard you guys up there reacting to SVG flipping the stage and then going on and winning it. How deflating is it for a driver inside the race car? And as a crew chief, what do you say to your guy?
Well, I think when we heard the update to Ty Gibbs that he has great speed, not SVG speed, but great speed, told me the story. They've just put him in a class of his own, right? They're basically not saying he can't be beat, but he has such an advantage that they're almost kind of ignoring him on their adjustments, not dialing their car out to try to beat it.
Now let's go to something that happened on the pit lane here just a little bit ago as we were heading toward the end of stage 2.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an issue getting down into turn 11. The 6 ships to 54 of Ty Gibbs, or the 17 actually does that. And so, watching right on board, Christopher Busher doesn't like the block, says, hey, I'll send you in there a little farther. 54 is lucky not to spin out right there. And then on pit road, there was a little bit more of an issue, maybe we'll see later, between the 6
I have the onboard.
and the 54's pit crews. A little bit of an argument and a tussle on pit road. So, RFK.
We'll get that sorted shortly as we're getting ready then for the restart. We'll go back to our battle screen if you're just joining us for the first time shortly. Here we go then. Stage 3 of the Toyota SafeMart 350 SVG, and Chase Briscoe from Chris Busher and Ryan Blaney to the choose. Pace car pulls off. Stage 3, 50 laps ahead of us to run to the end into the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. Green flag falls and stage 3 is underway. Good restart this time. SVG's on the outside, so Briscoe will get the launch in towards turn 1. It's going to be the run up into turn 2 and 3. That's going to be key. SVG holding that line and should be able to retake the lead of the race. But Briscoe still side by side with him as they come through. They've all made it through the first corner safely this time. And SVG now has the traction on the outside line and takes it. Dust getting kicked up further back, but SVG leads. Briscoe second. Blaney's in a battle now with Busher as we head down the hill once more. And it's oh, spinner! That's going round. Is it going to hit the wall? Yes, the 4.
Yep, Bragson.
Can he get it restarted? I hope we don't need to have a caution, but he's going to refire it and he's going to get it out of the dirt. We might get away with it.
We have a request, JB. Can Tom Kent come up?
He's not here.
He's just asked in the comms chat.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was in the YouTube chat. I was going to say Tom's not here, but if Tom wants to come in, Tom can come in. More than welcome.
Yeah. And I'll get him to come up.
So,
what's he been commentating on today?
Nothing. He's been at Festival Speed. So.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. So Briscoe, SVG. So Briscoe's actually now lost out of place. SVG takes second position as they'll still filter in once more. So lap 1 complete as we come over the line. SVG leads. Briscoe, Busher, Blaney, Byron, Elliott, McDowell, Bell, Priest and Gibbs. That's your top 10 as things currently stand, as unfortunately Ryan Priest getting kicked out by Bell, and the 54 coming through as well on the inside line with Ty Gibbs. Not a bad start, eh, Jack?
I will note that firstly we can talk about SVG flipping the stage and still winning it. Can we talk about quickly SVG's going to get a stop and go penalty and probably still win the race.
This is going to be a bit of a nightmare, isn't it, to come through? It's now Priest go side by side on the inside. The 54 having a bit of a battle coming in. 38 involved as they all get a bit messy. As we now see Keselowski side by side with Chastain coming towards the hairpin. And Chastain should be able to go lane on the brakes. And he's going to also bring the 38 through of Zane Smith. Tom Cans. Hello, Tom. How you doing, my friend?
Super, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine. How was the Festival of Speed?
Oh, it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely scorching hot, I will say. But it was worth going. I think the highlight for me has to be the rally stage stuff.
Yeah.
That you get to see in the forest.
Oh,
it was
sorry.
absolutely beautiful.
Off goes Ryan Blaney. He's going to just avoid the tire barrier. No, he's hit it. Blaney's beached himself and the caution's going to have to come out. He went side by side with Briscoe. And now the 23, Bubba Wallace has been spun around as well. Well, it's all blown out now, and the 11's gone round. Hamlin's gone round for the second time today. They're all spinning out. That's because of the dust.
We were all calm until then. What on earth?
Tom Cans comes in as well. It's the Tom effect.
Yeah.
Go on.
When you go through the forest section, you see all the rallying. It's actually beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
So what happened? Oh, come on. What's happening with our replays today from TNT?
Guy in the 12 car is Blaney.
Okay, there we go. Well, we see the end of that mess with Blaney now getting beached. Right, here we go. Side by side. So Blaney's on the outside. This is on board with Busher. Busher gets loose. I think
I get loose.
Yeah, just whacks in. Oh, it's just unfortunate that Blaney's ended up on the hill. Here we go, off board. Yeah, gets loose, taps aside, and at that point, you spat off like a dart.
Yeah, he's a passenger at that point.
He does well to avoid the wall, but just gets beached.
No damage, though.
Right, what happened here? So, oh, Bubba just lost on the dirt. Suarez nearly did the same thing. I don't think Hamlin's going to get loose on the same... Yeah, Hamlin got loose on the dirt as well. It's that incredibly fine dust that just throws you around. First caution for an accident of the day here. They've already gone to break. Right, go on, Tom. Yeah, so that rally stage section, I saw you put it on Instagram. Looked fantastic. But what else was there? Has it been a safe event and a good event? That's one thing we've got to ask.
Yeah, it was safe. Yeah, absolutely. No fights, from what I saw. No one, throwing handcuffs or anything like that. It was just people having a good time. A lot of families were out as well. Come away with a little bit of a ton, actually, thinking of it.
Oh, wow.
But no, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think there was the super trucks there as well, because they had their own section. And there was the BMX stuff, or GAS it was, or GAS as they otherwise known as, for the bikes and the BMX. I wasn't that big of a fan of. But I think the highlight for everyone was obviously going to be the Formula 1 cars, because over 120 cars were on showcase in Festival of Speed over the course of the 4 days. Truly phenomenal stuff. There was even a few Benettons, there were Arrows, there was Late House there was the Braun GP car that was there, a bunch of Red Bulls, loads of Ferraris, a few Haas's, we had Damon Hill's Jordan.
Oh, wow.
We had quite a number. We had the Jaguar R2 as well.
That Jaguar was one of my favourites, actually. So, out of interest then, what was the theme this year?
At the Festival of Speed?
Yeah, because I haven't been able to watch because I've been doing Wimbledon now, so I've missed out quite a lot.
I think the theme was predominantly the fact that it's 75 years of Formula 1.
Right.
I think that was the pure emphasis of the whole event, but I am worried as to what next year's event is going to hold, because there's been such a big sellout this year.
Yeah.
Goodwood are going to be under massive pressure to make sure next year's is just as good.
They can always find something, can't they, as well? I hope we have a safer event. Of course, Revival's next up. That's going to be our next big one. Right, actually, while you're here, Tom, we're under caution. I'd love to get your thoughts, because we had it earlier on with the guys here. Because we can't wait until Spa. Christian Horner, what was your reaction when you woke up and found out about that news?
I would say, I don't think he was the #1 issue within Red Bull. I think if anyone that needed to go before him, it was Helmut Marko, I think, that needed to be shown the door. I think with where Christian Horner needed to end up, I think Red Bull did it because the relationship between him and Verstappen's crew, essentially, maybe not necessarily Max, but I think Jos Verstappen and the people who are supporting Max, like Max's manager or whatever, basically had enough of Horner's nonsense, from their own words.
Yeah.
I do feel he needed to move on from Red Bull, but not in the circumstances as to how it all played out, considering what had been going on over a year ago with the you-know-what.
Yeah.
I think he needed some time to just really recuperate his life, basically, because I think he has managed to annoy too many people through needless things that he's got himself involved in. I think he needed some time away from Formula 1 and maybe from motorsport for a few years or something before he gets his life back on track, because he's been through too much acrimony these last 18 months, and I think he just needed some rehab, I think, did Christian. And I think for both him and for Red Bull, I think both parties will benefit from it. But it comes down now to where Red Bull go from here, because I do back Lauren Mekies to succeed, but Red Bull needs to give him a few years.
Yeah, it's not going to be instant. What about Max and all these rumours that him and Toto are off holidaying together? in their 3-week break. Is Max really going to leave and join Mercedes? I don't think there's any room there.
I find it illogical for him to move to Mercedes right this second. If it was me, if I was him and if he was wanting to move, I would still stick with his initial instincts and go to Aston Martin.
Yeah.
So I think he's got a better chance to link up with the people that he knows that he can trust. It isn't just the fact that Adrian Newey is there already at Aston Martin. There's this new facility that's been built over at Aston Martin, if it's not already built. I think it's like a new aerodynamic factory or whatever it is that Aston's got going there at Silverstone. It was a new wind tunnel, wasn't it?
Yeah. Came online, I think, about a month ago, to my knowledge. Oh, and the 54 got pushed out wide there as well by Chase Elliott, and that was on the restart line as well. And here we go again, just more contact. Oh, and the replay goes. TNT have been shocking for replays today. Yeah, what about then, I'll throw another one to you. Another possible change around, Christian Horner at Alpine as the new team principal. Friend of Flavio Briatore, would that be an option?
Would he be on gardening leave though?
Well, because he's been fired, there is no gardening leave.
Right, okay.
So
don't know.
They've screwed up there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the correct time for him to just simply move there, as he's just left Red Bull. I think, like I say, he needs some time to go away and just get his thoughts together, go through it. I think maybe for his family.
Yeah.
And if he's starting to feel like he's going through a tough time of it, then maybe mental therapy is what he needs, because I wouldn't begin to think in his position what he's going through at the moment. He's been through basically a lot of toxicity.
Yeah.
And he needs to get that out of his head, and then it's not going to change in an instant. I think for Christian Horner, you know, I would just stay out of anything publicly and just get his life together, and then the whole thing with Red Bull will die down. And
one thing that Martin Brundle revealed in the Sky podcast as well, that his first wife and the mother of his child, she tragically passed away just 10 days ago, and he had to deal with the British Grand Prix just a few days afterwards. And it's a horrific time at the moment for them. So yeah, so thoughts to Christian and his wonderful daughter we've seen at the circuit as well, and family and friends. But yes, so as you said, even at a personal time, definitely is sort of changing up massively at the moment. So,
well, my thoughts go out to Christian and all that. You know, this is a very, very difficult period, and you know, everyone's got problems in lives. This is how we get around them.
I think I agree with you. Time away, refresh, and then maybe go back and have a bit of fun with his own team, because of course Arden used to be run by him and his dad. So maybe go back and get Arden sorted. That'd be nice. We're into the choose rule, which means we are green this time by. And hopefully it's going to be a fascinating run. Are you back home then? Are you in the hotel? Let's go Goodwood.
I'm in the hotel in Crawley at the moment.
Halfway.
Yeah. Well, not exactly halfway. It's only like south of London is Crawley. And I've still got like another, you know, how many hours of travel? Oh, about 4 hours to travel home.
So it's about 4, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not running around. Pace car's coming in. SVG back on. We'll have to quick standy up for this one. Restart then. That yellow took us around about 20 minutes in total. We've yet to go green flag running now for a while. Pace car pulls off into the restart zone, and we are racing now. Stage 3 restarts. SVG on the outside. On the inside line is Chase Briscoe. On the run, up the hill we go. Picture break up ever so slightly, but SVG should be able to control it into turn 2, and does so. Briscoe's kind of forced out wide. A little bit of bumping further back in the order. And it's so far so good as we come into the tricky uphill S section. Now drop down into the chicane. And so far, Jack, good restart. And Byron's having a go on Briscoe as well. Late on the brakes. And meantime, Busher, Bell, Elliott all in a battle.
Yes, I also want to note just quickly, while you two were talking, they did show the replay of the supposed fight that happened. It's because Ty Gibbs got incredibly close to one of Keselowski's tyre carriers, and they weren't particularly happy about it. So.
Makes sense then, really, as Byron's all over the back of Briscoe.
He's all over him.
Is he going to make the little lunge on the inside line? The hairpin's coming up. It's a nice one to go for it. SVG's just taken off into the distance again. Elliott's touching the grass at the exit. So everyone's going everywhere as we open up our battle screen that everybody loves to have a focus on right now as well. And into the hairpin. And again, that's the 45 moving on the inside line. It's Reddick getting ahead of, well, that's actually the 55 that's out of position as well. So moving again, as Reddick side by side, out of position. Ty Gibbs drops down to 9th place. So a nice restart coming in there as well. Just holding it together.
Still there, Reddick.
He's not giving up, is he? And he's got Bowman just behind. Now. Oh, well, that's a bit confusing. There was a small just touch there coming through.
Ooh!
A little bit of a dive on the inside line. 45's going to get in.
Works, there's contact.
Picture broke up for a second there. I couldn't see what was happening, but we've got 4 wide coming through. Bowman in a battle. And he's now got ahead of both the 54 of Ty Gibbs and the 45 of Tyler Reddick in a superb move. And that's where 3 wide can work sometimes here at Sonoma. We were just talking about that earlier on, Jack, about how it doesn't work.
I'm shocked there wasn't a wreck, personally, the amount of contact that was made in the corner beforehand. And Reddick goes wide. Through goes Gibbs. Did he maybe get a little bit of a shot from Gibbs, who obviously took a shot earlier from Busher, because Busher didn't appreciate Gibbs's block, which I did say NASCAR guys don't like blocks.
Keselowski, Chastain, Larson, all in that little kerfuffle, but now Bowman's backing them all up. This is not going to be good. They've left a gap already. So Ryan Preece running in 7th position. They've pushed it up further at 13 of 55. Total of 43 laps to go. And now we have time to talk because there's more battle coming down into the hairpin. And again, Kyle Busch side by side with Austin Dillon. Not going to pull off anything there. Joey Logano in that interesting livery, now still side by side. And we'll wait for the racing to calm down in a couple of laps or so. But it has been quite thrilling. It's been an energetic race, yeah. Best road course race of the season, I'd say.
No, I'd probably put Kota above this. I enjoyed Kota more.
Kota was good only in the last 10 laps.
I think Kota was an excellent race. Mexico was pretty solid, other than the SVG just annihilated the field. Chicago was fun as well. SVG also annihilated the field. I think McDowell maybe could have had something for him, though.
He could have if he didn't get that issue, yeah.
He's a good road guy. He's a good road course guy. He was in, like, sports cars, I think, before he moved to NASCAR.
He's not had a great qualifying or a great day. He's stuck down in 26th at the moment as Michael McDowell on the second page.
Yeah, he was in the top 10 at a point.
Yeah. Okay, I want to bring Tom back in as well to chat a bit more about Goodwood, if I can, Tom, if you're around. I'd love to know, anybody you met and had a word with? I saw you on a simulator at one point.
I spoke to some people from Motorsport UK about their race for diversity program that they've got, or something like that. Who else did I speak to? I spoke to someone from Formula Escape.
Oh.
Because I know someone called Gus Burton was a supercar racer. Part of the thing, because there was a prize for anyone that sets the fastest time or beats Gus's lap time. And I think one person or two would manage to do it over the course of the 4 days.
My God. That's just madness.
Yeah.
It's a hard simulator as well, those things.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to
They
do
do pack
it.
up front as well.
Oh. Rather you than me. Rather you than me. Although, when we were at Autosport, I was still a bit miffed we never got to go on those simulators. But it was just packed. It was the most entertaining thing to do at the stall, really, on that area.
Yeah.
Got loud, though. Whew. SVG. Go on.
I will ask Tom one question. Since obviously we're doing a NASCAR broadcast, did you get to see the 87 NASCAR that was there?
I don't think I did, no.
Ah.
It would have been good if I
The reason
did.
I'm regretting not going this year.
Yeah, I didn't quite see that one, unfortunately, Jack. But there was a lot of like supercars and all the other bits and pieces. Actually, I saw some what's his name, Gordon Murray automobiles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. On showcase.
Oh, wow.
Celebrate 60 years of car design.
That's cool.
Gordon Murray is brilliant.
I am
What a
slightly
mind.
regretting not going this year.
What a mind he's got, though. He's such a genius with the concept. Oh, dustbin kicked up. That was by Hosevar, if I'm not mistaken. He's kicking up a bit of dust. Lap 16 of 55, 40 to go. 70 down, 40 to go. 2 hours on the board.
AJ's just got past Stenhouse there.
I wonder how
His
Matthew
21st position.
I wonder how Matthew Owens is doing after also covering the Wimbledon final alongside myself and Jake Sanson. It was a good final, actually.
Yeah, it was a solid final. It was I hate to say it, but it was a lot better than the women's one yesterday.
My heart
that one
broke.
was just sad to watch.
My heart broke.
Yeah,
for Amanda.
same.
Anna Samova, my heart broke.
Yeah, same.
Don't
Don't get me wrong, I do love a good thrashing. But that was just sad to watch.
Could have picked your words a bit better.
Yeah, I know. It's what I call it, because obviously, like, I watch a lot of football, so you get some, like, 10-0 scoreline.
Have you seen the video of the Keselowski-Gibbs crew fight? Bob Potcrass has got it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. There was a video from an onboard I saw of what the incident was.
Oh,
Let's have a look
we've
and
got
see
it
what
from the
Bob's
top
got.
helicopter camera angle. Oh my god. It's nearly an assassination. Actually, we can play that because it's part of our media pack. So give me a minute. I'll get that open for you all. Because that was an annihilation to come through.
Yeah. Hold on. See if I can screenshot that.
They'll leave you to it. But it's nice talking to you, and I'll speak to you again soon.
Nice to see you, mate. I hope you had a great time, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Safe journey.
You too. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Care, Tom.
Tom Cairns back
Yeah, I
with
have
us
the
as well.
photo. How close it got in NASCAR chat.
Oh, sorry. I'm deafening everybody. I've put it now on the monitor for everybody watching. Take a look for yourself how close that got. That was on the knuckle, I think, as well, mate. What do you think?
Yeah, that was incredibly close. I can see why they're very annoyed with Gibbs.
Look, there's the fight. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What was your man doing? And there's literally a fight between three people. And everyone else gets involved.
I have a feeling NASCAR won't take too kindly to that.
No, I'm with you on that. Now, that was the fight about 10 minutes ago.
You think Gibbs did that as some sort of retaliation? Like, I don't know. Because he obviously earlier had got punted by an RFK car. Here goes Gibbs! See, he It's Bowman. Yeah, he got absolutely punted by Bush earlier. Do you think he got that close as maybe a retaliation? I have
Yes.
I think it's just coincidence.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And then that's definitely a unique fight. I've never seen a fight between pit crews during a race. Well, actually, I have. 2012 Phoenix, when Clint Boyer when Jeff Gordon decided to try and assassinate Clint Boyer.
Still, Joe says 50k fine incoming for each guy.
I agree with that. I don't think NASCAR likes pit crew guys fighting.
Bowman side by side as well, getting forced out by Gibbs and coming through on the inside line. Contact! Keselowski was this piggy in the middle there with a sandwich. And the 48 losing a place as well now. Back to Tyler Reddick.
Or JB, you got your fight.
Yeah, I got my fight.
You got your fight.
It wasn't the driver fight, but I'm happy.
It's a fight.
It kind of
was something.
Makes me feel nice on a weekend that we've had a fight.
Not had a punch thrown yet, though.
No, although we've got close. But I want a proper driver fight.
Whoever the commentator was for the Marcus Ambrose Casey Mears fight. And there's a punch.
Have you been seeing the AI commentary from the Fox team on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of AI, but I do think
making me laugh.
That is acceptable. It's incredibly funny.
To hear Mike Joy swearing in AI is just...
Oh, no, it's better than the actual Fox commentary.
Yeah, it's elite.
There's actually some energy in there.
Lap 20 of 55 of stage 3. Overall, lap 74. And there is 36 laps to go. If NASCAR late model counted, you get a fight every race week. I think I should cover that more often and get a fight every week as well. Now, how would you read this? Is this Keselowski in the wrong for going for the move on the middle?
I think Gibbs blocks Keselowski and then that catches Bowman. It's more of a racing deal, but I don't know why Gibbs blocks Keselowski that hard.
Yeah.
Like, when your crew guys are mad at...
that's Bush spinning.
Around, and now I'm going to message my mate who's a Bush fan.
And Larson's going on the inside of Bowman, late on the brakes, and Larson moves back up into 12th position. Bush just went round after that contact at the hairpin as well, actually, from the others. So that was why Bush has dropped down to 24th position and is into the pit lane. Kyle Busch is into the pit lane. Pit road.
And this is
I'm sorry. No one's there. What happens if the crews are suspended? Do they get replaced somehow? Yes. They get replaced.
Yeah. Normally, I don't know if I mean, suspensions could happen. I could see it. NASCAR's generally pretty hard on crew guys getting involved in altercations like that. It'll probably be more penalised for the instigator, though.
It's more so...
And I don't know if they'll be particularly happy with Gibbs. If he did do that in retaliation, they probably won't be particularly happy with him. He'll probably get a fine if it was deliberate.
It's definitely more so when it's a fight on pit road itself, not like behind the scenes. Pit wall radio.
It will vary when they come. For you, I'm going to go hard. All right, go hard.
That's Gibbs' radio, Marty.
But keep the rears on it. I'm asking you to do both.
So like Adam mentioned, this window is pretty wide here, Steve, to be able to make this final stop. 34 to go. You know, they put it at 83, kind of split the stage in half last year. That was a winning strategy for Kyle Larson. What do you do as a crew chief? Do you come at 83? Do you run it a little bit longer, knowing the tire wear, Steve? What's your play on top of the pit box?
So as crazy as it sounds, I'm going to run until a certain number of cars pit. So remember, at a road course, the goal would be to pit under green, because when the caution comes out, the field bunches up. If those cars then pit, you would jump in front of them. So I would just say, hey, I don't want more than, say, 10 cars to get fresh tires in front of me. So I would just continue to run as far as I can until 10 guys have pitted that I feel I'm racing, and then perhaps I would come to pit road. Although I didn't know run hard, yet to save the rear tires was a checkbox option. I like that theory right there, eh? Do both.
What about the 6 car and where they fit into the equation, Danielle?
Yeah, Adam, don't look now, but Brad Keselowski is running 9th. He started the day in 21st. Reporting to the team, need a little more drive off the corners, but rolling the center really well. Adam, Adam, this is hard to believe, but the former Cup Series champion from 2012 has never won on a road course in the Cup Series. 0 for 50, but you're saying there's a chance.
And 3 runner-ups for Brad, and he goes up in front of his teammate, passing Priest there. RFK, 3 cars in the top 10. They put 3 cars in the top 10 twice this year, but the last time they did it on a road course, 2004.
That's a long time, 21 years on the clock there, Jack, as well as to come in. And actually, it's looking good for Keselowski. 50-0 on that run. He's still looking strong.
Yeah, solid run so far for him. A rare good road course performance for a guy who's never actually won at a road course.
I'd love it if he can knock that off the block today and get that board. That'd be brilliant for him as they come through. A couple of moves as well as Ty Gibbs up to 7th place. So he's made a few places.
My favourite drivers are about to battle.
So we got Reddick.
Reddick.
Yeah, Reddick battling as well with Ross Chastain. This is over 10th place in this race so far. And the battle's still brewing. It's going to be crazy. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. It's just a nice race weekend, isn't it? It's a nice flow.
Here's Ross.
There you go on the inside line, Jack. And no, well, that was Candy. Candy Baby done.
Yeah, that's Reddick gave him the run as well because he knows he's not as fast as Ross right now.
Is Omi still... Omi, are you still awake? Have you managed to keep your attention open? If you are, what are you making of this?
Quite interesting.
Oh, you're liking it? More your type of racing, though, isn't it?
Omi just likes his junior Formula racing, doesn't he?
I thought he was ace on the IndyCar today on our coverage.
I wasn't listening to the broadcast. I hope he did well, though.
Wow.
He was, what was it, 2 hours solo.
Wow.
That's impressive. That's a holiday you need. Just do a couple.
Yeah, fair play to you, Omi. You're much used to a lot shorter races. Like F3, F2, 2 hours, I mean. Fair play. And it was an exciting race as well, so that helped.
Yeah, we had the Wimbledon final. I think somebody texted me during it. You've got Jake Sanson, Matthew Owen.
Wide.
That's a rare mistake from SVG going way off the circuit. And that cost him 2 seconds. Yeah, I got a text message during that broadcast. Somebody said to me, so you're telling me on one stream on the extra channel for the Wimbledon final, you've got JB, you've got Matthew Owens, and you've got Jake Sanson, and none of them are covering the IndyCar. It was, oh yeah.
I don't know how much you paid them to convince them to do that. But...
Well, me and Matthew were already doing the final, and then Sanson just came in and joined us. And Omi did brilliantly running the IndyCar. As he sort of turned into our emergency relief commentator this year. As Omi. For Indy. Which wasn't the plan, but hey-ho.
You guys let me know, I'd have probably helped to cover it.
I knew you were covering this, I don't want to tire you out.
I am me tire out.
Good
Most of the time when I've covered these NASCAR races, I have done a full 90 minutes of refereeing the same day.
Speaking
that tires me out more than this does.
Steel Joe says, speaking of Indy, did you see the suspected tornado on Friday? We did, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we were waiting to go on air for practice and had to cancel until tomorrow.
Yeah, but did they say suspected tornado?
It was a tornado, yeah.
It was a tornado. It was like an EF2 or something, I think.
I believe the Fox team just played Mario Kart on their N64 that they brought.
I would do that.
That N64, by the way, was brought in Gateway, World Technology Raceway, because they knew they would need entertainment, and they just play it in rain delays. It's clever. It inspired us to do our system, actually, and get this simulator. No rating yet by NWS, so it's, oh, it's not a tornado. As 30 laps to go, Buscher dives into the pit lane. Can just point out that's still around about 35 minutes of racing. Pit road, are they there? No, they're not. Buscher, Reddick, and Logano all diving in. Let's go down.
29 laps left here at Sonoma Raceway. The first of the top 5 cars coming to pit road. Chris Buscher, who again said does not want any changes. He's going to go to fresh Goodyear tires here, and he's obviously be able to make it to the end of the race and have a little tire advantage, Danielle, over those who pitted earlier.
Reddick is coming in for his scheduled stop. Running 10th, he's complaining on the radio that he is really tight. We'll see if Billy Scott can make some adjustments and get him back up there looking for that first win of the season.
As the 45 rejoins, we'll just take a look back at the 88 who's in control of this race. The question is, does he feel he has to counter? SVG, no, he stays on the racetrack. So then Briscoe. We're going to show you this every lap because I think this is the race. Briscoe's going to probably try to get the pit road before SVG and use the tires. There you go. Chase Elliott, it's his moment. Byron stays on sort of split. And this is going to happen for the next 4 or 5 laps. Just going to trickle in. We'll see if the 9 of Chase Elliott gets the attention of the leaders.
Here's the 9 of Chase Elliott, Danielle.
Oh, Chase Elliott, he's one of the top cars of the day. He's been quiet on this run, but reported earlier that the car is better, was struggling with rear grip, just trying to take care of those rear tires, something that Alan Gustafson says he does so well. Meanwhile, Brad Keselowski trying to get over that incident in the pits with his crew members against the 54 earlier, winless in the Cup Series on road courses, has track position. There you saw it, clean stop for Brad Keselowski's crew at RFK.
Frustrating second half of the day for A.J. Allmendinger with such high hopes coming in. The spin earlier for A.J., the struggles with the handling as well, but he had worked his way back up through the field, was running in the top 15, Adam, when he came to pit road.
Scheduled green flag pit stops. Final stage inside of 30 laps to go here at Sonoma. The advantage out front for Shane Van Gisbergen, 5 seconds over Briscoe. And with Chase Elliott pitting, Byron third, 11 seconds behind the race leader. Now, there, yes, 11 seconds. You just updated there.
Briscoe on the pit road, as you see on the pylon on the left. Danielle, what you got?
James Small calling his driver in. Still wants to work on that balance just a little bit. Chase Briscoe said, I still need more forward drive. Good pace, though. Good rhythm. There you see it. 4 tires for Chase Briscoe going out to battle and see if he can catch SVG.
This might get SVG's attention. He had that gap that you talked about, Adam, right? So he probably can let him have a lap or 2. But the big fear right now if you're SVG is if the caution comes out, all these guys don't have to stop. And now you're going to be back there maybe a few roads. You see Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in service of his crew as well.
You know, you talk about gaps when Chase Elliott came down from third. He was like 8 seconds behind. Just keeping in mind where everybody was as the cycle begins for these drivers up front and where it nets out once SVG comes down, makes his final stop, and then rejoins the field.
And let's not lose touch with McDowell there in 8th. Remember, Marty told us a while ago that he thought he could make it from the last yellow leader hits pit road, SVG. So we will also show you these new tires and how they catch McDowell. So now SVG, we want to see his pit stop. We're going to see what kind of service they do, and then we'll see where he blends back relative to Briscoe. Remember, Briscoe was the second place car at the beginning of the cycle. So now the 88 is just looking for a clean pit stop, absolutely no penalties. I'm okay if you even give me a 90% here, guys. Marty.
Yeah, calling it right up the middle here for Steven Doran. When they saw the 19 pit, to your point, Steve, they said, now we're going to come down pit road. We saw the off-track excursion for SVG a little bit earlier. He said to the team, I'm such an idiot. Said that was totally my fault. But 4 fresh Goodyear tires going on for Shane Van Gisbergen, who has led all but 7 laps to this point with 26 to go. Also, Ty Gibbs is on pit road. He was just outside the top 5. And I want to clean up something. NASCAR did tell Ty Gibbs after that last stop, as you see him leaving his final stop of the day, they told him when that incident with the 6 at the 54 did nothing wrong. William Byron also leaving pit road. We'll see where these guys cycle out.
Yeah, I thought he did nothing wrong there, Jack, and now we get that confirmed as well from the NASCAR stewards. It was a pretty much just a it was a gap that was always disappearing.
For who? Sorry.
The 54 hitting Gibbs hitting Kozlowski into Bowman.
No, it was a racing deal. This is what happened. Britt Gibbs was a little bit aggressive on the block. NASCAR don't mean like as Bell comes into the pit road.
Top 15 in the last 4 or 5 races. He's finished outside of. He's now got the net lead of this one as he dives down pit road.
Fuel, here's Christopher Bell giving up the lead to make his scheduled stop. Alan?
See Bell in the pits on the radio, a little frustrated. He just said, I don't know, Adam, I need some lateral grip, so they'll make an air pressure adjustment for the 20 car. Give him a little longevity as well in the long run. Christopher Bell on and off pit road, Marty.
Alan, terrific race called by Phil Surgeon today. Remember, he left Ross Chastain on the track for stage 1. They collected the 10 stage points, also the playoff point. And then in stage 2, Chastain drove through the field into the top 10. So been an impressive day for this team so far. Pitting with 25 to go here. We'll see when he cycles out at these green flag stops. The final ones of the day continuing here at Sonoma.
Larson and Hocevar remain on track. There's the 5, new man on point. McDowell in 3rd, and he's right about 3 seconds in front of Shane Van Gisbergen. That's where the battle's going to be here, but we know the difference on tires. Huge advantage for the 88 once everything cycles through.
Yeah, Larson's trying to find an advantage, probably running long here. I can see why this would be their plan, figuring maybe the yellow comes out, they want fresh tires, or hopefully pit right before the yellow. You mentioned it, 3rd place McDowell, 4th place SVG is really where we think they have enough fuel load. But you see the difference in tires on the left screen. Van Gisbergen's tires bright green and fresh, only 2 laps on them. McDowell 23 laps.
Yeah, so the 5's going to keep running here. I'd continue to run. They have
this time. Give me another good one all the way to pit road.
Yeah, so they have a little pace in this car now. He's able to drive this car up into the top 15. And so the idea would be to come to pit road and either drive back through the field on those tires or maybe get lucky and get that yellow right after this pit stop and be able to go on the attack on a restart, really get after it.
So Larson's going to box this lap then, Jack, and the advantage will now fall to Michael McDowell, who will effectively become a leader because Hocevar's boxing this lap as well. SVG, though, has got this one in the bag.
Yeah. SVG road course domination
I'm not wasting Charles. Go on.
Get better.
They all do.
If an 18-year-old kid can beat SVG yesterday,
he's a lich.
Who all can with all that experience?
Cracking Xfinity race. Seth and JT on the call. As into the pits now comes Larson and Hocevar. Let's send it back downstairs.
It's a pit road, Alan.
They've made some gains for Kyle Larson, the 5 team, but still they're getting just outdone in the braking zones. They've got a little better on the long run. They're going to make a few more adjustments, try to get as many positions as they can on a rough day for the 5 team.
77.
Carson Hocevar in as well.
McDowell leads, as I
takes
said.
over the race lead, 2.5 seconds in front of Shane Van Gisbergen.
We do not want the commentators curse. Okay, Nick, I'll be quiet. Sorry.
Teammates Inspire look good, both of them inside the top 3 there, but we knew it was going to change with Hocevar having to pit. We'll see what happens with McDowell.
So as the cycle is completed, I want to just circle back to that story we showed with Ty Gibbs. We have that overhead. So there was the issue on the racetrack, right? But then
here's the fight.
This is the 54 going into the pit box. There's a slight bit of contact. I couldn't tell if he was doing anything more than normal. But then when you look from above, I actually believe this is exactly what any crew or any driver would do to get in any box under green. Actually, for Brad, you almost got to check up and give your crew room to get across. I know that's crazy, but it's the trailing car's responsibility. So I positioned it that Ty may have done something. I know tempers flared, but I agree with the no call. Dale, you've done this 1,000 times in that pit box. Ty looked totally normal to me.
Yeah, I thought, because of the contact we saw down in turn 11, maybe there was a purpose for what Ty did, but I agree. I don't know how else he can get in the box and not put himself in a good position to be able to exit his own box.
11 and Danny Hamlin too fast on the pylon.
Tough day for him. Yeah. Looking forward to next week. He wants to go to the Monster Mile, really comfortable there. We'll have the coverage for you next Sunday afternoon on TNT.
Oh,
Yeah, so Hamlin too fast in the pit lane. Jack got that penalty.
Yeah. I apparently, according to the TV broadcast, I didn't realise this. This is unrelated to NASCAR, but Sam Bird is going to lead Formula E.
Yeah, we thought that would happen with McLaren.
I'm sad about that.
With McLaren giving up at the end of the year, Sam's got nowhere to go. So yeah, I'm not really surprised. He'll probably go back to World Endurance permanently.
I hate that, man. That guy was such a good race car driver. He gave me a really nice moment of joy with McLaren when they won probably their only Formula E win.
Yeah.
What a move that was as well.
Sam was brilliant with that win in Sao Paulo. 22 to go. We're ticking them off here in a fascinating road course race at Sonoma. There's SVG on the back now of Michael McDowell, and McDowell's not going to pit just yet, and SVG is going to have him for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then as we're in the country, some wine and cheese afterwards as well. Which sounds lovely right about now.
I don't know if I agree with NASCAR with saying Ty Gibbs did nothing wrong, by the way.
No, I didn't.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think he's very close. Do I think he should be penalised? No. Do I think that he was a bit too close?
Yeah.
Yes. And SVG is all over the back of Mr. McDowell there.
It's so borderline, isn't it, on the front?
Yeah.
SVG's going for it. SVG's on the inside line, and Shane Van Gisbergen takes the lead here, and he's back in front.
Also, Eric Eastep tweeted out after SVG's lockup, Coach is human.
He is human, yeah.
He's not this just unbeatable robot.
So SVG leads the race with 20 laps to go here in the Toyota Safe Mart 350. Been a cracking race so far as well as we close up, because it has been energetic. It's not been a normal, boring road course race that we have in NASCAR. It's been smart, tactical, and it's been the most intelligent I've seen the entire NASCAR paddock been all season long. They've really had to think about their pit stops and where it needs to go on the circuit. And I think, Jack, as well, they run here so much. It's not like a Chicago. They have data. They know exactly what the tires are going to do at this track.
Yeah. I was thinking of Fred Cruz. I think I could have told everyone exactly what was going to happen with tires. There was no grip when I won here.
You've been drowned out by some sort of wind.
Oh, hold on, let me turn the fan off. There you go.
Hello, go again.
Alright, yeah, Brent Cruz just replied to me on Twitter and just basically said that he probably could have told everyone what the tyres were going to do here, because he raced here in TA2 earlier this year in the Trans Am series, and there was basically no grip at all. Not only did he race there, he won.
Won brilliantly as well, we might add.
Yeah, Brent is, I think he led most of the race that time. He's brilliant. Right? Look, wait for this guy to get an NASCAR. I promise you this is talented. Youngest Trans Am TA2 champion of all time, Brent Cruz, the age of 50. And Chase Briscoe into second place ahead of Al. Now he'll set about on attempting to beat Shane Van Gisbergen.
By the way, Oliver Behrman and his partner, and George Russell and his partner, have turned up at Wimbledon today.
Oh, nice. I mean, the thing is with like celebrities, I see all the celebrities at Wimbledon, and I can't recognise most of these people. I'm sorry.
Nah,
I don't know modern celebrities at all. It's not interesting to me. I recognise Benedict Cumberbatch. I did recognise that he was there at one point.
Yes,
that's really it.
With the actor who played Freddie Mercury in the movie, and his name escapes me.
Yes,
yes.
And he was in Ferrari too, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yeah. Unfortunately, the name escapes me of who.
I remember his name. I'm so sorry.
I know. Same here. But I know he aced being Freddie Mercury so well.
Oh, yes.
He was amazing.
He was fantastic.
Yeah. Getting back to
And-
our earlier topic of Queen songs. So we've come full circle.
Another two people that I know, the only other two people I recognised that were there were John Cena was there.
Yeah, he was.
Roy Hodgson,
Seal.
former Crystal Palace manager.
Seal was there today.
Seal was there.
He hugged.
Oh, nice.
He hugged Yannick Sinner after victory.
And as well as that, and the only other person I recognised was someone that I think a lot more of the younger audience will know, Olivia Rodrigo.
Yep, she was there. Courtney Cox was there as well.
Who's Courtney Cox? Please remind me.
Monica, our friends.
Well, I don't know. I've never watched Friends.
Oh.
My girlfriend's obsessed with it, though.
I was about to say your girlfriend. You've told me before your girlfriend loves Friends. I'm surprised you've never seen it.
She's obsessed with it. I've never properly watched it.
I'm trying to think.
I watch it with her and not much else.
Pivot. You've no idea. Completely over your head.
Yep.
Well, it's been it's 18 laps to go. 17
Right.
17 laps to go.
All right. Can you carry the broadcast for a little bit? I'm just going to move downstairs so I can finish the race in my main PC.
Fine by me. No worries. Me and Omi have got this. Omi, the super sub, returns. Hello, Omi.
Hi.
Are you holding on?
Yeah.
It's been entertaining, this one, to be fair. I've known IndyCar used to come here for a title decider, and it used to be death. Nothing happened at this place. It used to be so boring. That's why we moved. I seem to remember one year Montoya winning. No, sorry, Montoya losing out the championship, despite winning the race, and he was like, ugh. It was boring. This has actually been quite good. It's energetic. Right, what's been your moment of the weekend? We've had quite a lot of racing to cover. Mainly bikes, but it's been fun. You've had Italian F4s as well.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to remember. I think. Well, I was quite impressed with the Palou and Malukas battle. They had a great battle for second place, which lasted about 2 to 3 laps, just side by side constantly.
Oh wow!
Which I was like, how on earth is this possible? And Palou was the master of the high line. Malukas could get a full car length in front, but Palou would just come back around the outside. That's why the battle continued, and it just would not end. So I think that was a highlight, and then the eventual, and then of course you literally joined the box when the actual move for the lead happened. So that was a highlight as well, because that was our first proper change of the lead. It was a great race all the way through, but it wasn't actually a proper fight at the front. It was always the pit stop, which meant it changed around. So that was actually a move on the circuit. So yeah, that was quite good. So yeah, I'd say those two were the great moments, and both of them, including Alex Palou.
Yeah, Palou's doing a lot out there. There was a competition in Indy too. Maybe it's something in the air today. Was there a punch up in Indy as well? Oh, and Reddick on the inside line of Cody Ware, side by side at the exit. That's going to be a bit close to contact if they're not careful. And side by side, TNT go to a replay of what happened in Chicago. And that was what happened in Chicago. Heavy into the wall a week ago, and a huge accident as well coming in for Cody Ware. Let's go back to the radio.
Take away how terrible this impact was. You see the damage the steering wheel takes, and everything in that car, he said, was throwaway by the time it was said and done. The Haas device, the helmet, it ruined all the foam in the helmet, so the helmet's no longer able to do what it needs to do in the next impact. And so even the seat was damaged from that crash, Danielle.
Yeah, Dale, there was nothing that they could salvage from the car. They said they'll put it back together and make it a show car. And Cody Ware is a big guy. He's the tallest guy on pit road at 6'4", over 250 pounds. And that's why the sheer force, the energy as he hit those tire barriers, his body weight, and the inertia.
He's got a puncture! He's got a puncture!
Oh.
The rear's look! The rear nut's gone! His tyres come off! And the tyre is loose! Just as we're talking about Cody Ware, the Goodyear single nut has come loose, and there is a tyre bouncing down! And that's going to be a big fine.
Some suspensions.
And the caution is out as just missing it. The driver's flying through. This is unbelievable. Caution's out again, and they've got to be very careful. Oh,
that's a track limits penalty.
I'm not. Oh, it's the tyre's going to hit
the
the wall.
tyre.
Yeah, but I don't know
Surely
where that's
a track-
come. That's just worked its way away. I don't think it'll be a penalty because I think it's a nut failure.
No, it will. Because no, it's not a puncture because the tyres come off.
But I think it's
and
a
a
nut.
loose wheel. And a loose wheel is a loose wheel is a 2-lap penalty, I think.
But I think it's a look. You can actually see the bearing fail from the winglet. I think.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
because it's not tightened well enough.
Let's have a look. I think that was just a normal failure. You can't help failures, but I
think they'll penalise that.
I think they could. Yeah. Caution's out though for the loose tyre. With 14 to go, we're gonna have a showdown here. Fantastic. Let's have a replay.
Draw to pit road. Right. Yeah, let's see here. If we go a little bit right, it's going to right there.
Yes, it's come loose.
There. See if I can find my pen. Oh, I got this. This is my chance to not mess this up. The zoom. There's the wheel nut right there. Can you believe that? We caught it live, bouncing. Off it goes. Just 3 laps after pit road. He was on 92. He's a lap down, so 3 laps later, 51 will come.
That'll be a penalty.
I'd give you a B on telestrator execution.
Man, I wish you were one of my teachers in school. I could have used some B's. I could have used some B's on the old GPA. So back to your point, Dale. I think that's McDowell's thing, right? He knows these old tires aren't going to work. But 50 laps is a lot. And these tires lose grip quick. So let's take a look at the previous pit stop to 51. See if you see anything obvious on the right side. Remember, you got to tighten it with the car in the air. Right rear going on slow. He waits. Oh, but he's still there working, waving. They come back.
Oh, man. Oh, that Jackman came around to fix it. He should have stayed there a few more seconds.
Oh.
So, yeah. Okay,
Murray
Jack.
Walker would say, a major mal misorganization problem.
Yeah, that's going to be a big penalty now.
Yeah, it'll be 2 laps. And it'll be suspensions for the 2 crew guys. That's generally, traditionally what it is.
As we're getting closer to the playoffs, that's the wrong time to be making those mistakes.
You're assuming that Cody Ware is going to be making the playoffs.
Stranger things have happened.
Well, Harrison Burson did, to be fair.
Exactly. But he is last in the points. Cody Ware has 145 points on the board. He is last in the situation.
If SVG pits and Briscoe stays out, he's going to need a cushion behind him. He's going to need some other
pit window is open.
This idea.
Who's boxing?
Green light's open, bottom right of your screen. So this is the choice. What do you do? Last minute. Look at Briscoe. I love it. Briscoe, pit.
No.
Oh, I
Chase Elliott's coming.
I love it. Cut your tires.
Draws nearly the whole field with him.
McDowell, Brad Keselowski, Ty Gibbs, a whole bunch of drivers coming down.
That was cheeky, but
I will
nice.
say, there's going to be some insurance. You're going to get a restart, say 12 laps to go. But tires mean so much. Here's Chase Elliott, Danielle.
Chase Elliott, so good at managing his tires. I asked Alan Gupson this morning if there's a late caution, what do you think Chase will want? He said he won't scream that he wants tires, but he will tell me forcefully that he wants them. And I like my driver in these situations because he goes on the offensive.
This is going to be fun, Danielle. Some fresh tires back in the field. Michael McDowell comes down pit road. Travis Peterson didn't check up at all.
Fire, pit road.
Leaves. That fire will hopefully be put out on pit road. But yeah, some fresh tires coming. There was no question, though, for Shane Van Gisbergen and his team. They were going to stay out. Shane said, I think we have to stay out here.
There's quite a few cars that stayed on the racetrack. More than I expected, especially towards the back of the field. Take a look at this fire on pit road.
This is scary stuff. I'm with you, Dale. 13 cars stayed out. I had single digits.
Just a little
I thought
fuel
we could have
bill.
got some more to maybe went with that strategy.
Yeah, but Hocevar, Stenhouse, Berry, Jones, Gregson, Haley, all those guys staying on the racetrack is the insurance that I think Shane needs to know that those new tires will run him down. The other side of that equation or question is Chase Elliott Gibbs. How far up into the top 10 or even into the top 5 can they grow? Can they drive their cars? McDowell, this really just turned really well for him in terms of his strategy to restart 16th with opportunity and a tire advantage on a lot of cars up there in the top 10.
The only thing that's giving me a little angst if I have tires is how many laps do I get, right? I could have an instant yellow stuff. But listen, I stick with my decision before. I would have come down pit road. I don't want to wait and see what the answer is, right? I would have done it even if it doesn't work out. I would have tried to put tires on it. We'll see if the things, and look at the playoff bubble. I mean, SVG has led so much that it hasn't, we don't think about a new winner, but now What if one of these late pit decisions is the answer and fresh tires is an obvious advantage?
You see Bubba Wallace right there, +5 to Priest. Priest was actually on the good side of that cut line for most of the race because he was running up in the top 10, top 15. Right now he's sitting in 18th position. He's going to have a little work to do to drive forward and try to gain some more spots. But Bubba Wallace has gained 15 points in stage 1 and 2 to be able to help him sort of come out of here, at least trying to maintain his advantage or his situation with Priest at the cut line.
Here's Marty.
Let's chat with Steven Doran. And when you and I talked this morning, this was pretty much the worst case scenario, wasn't it?
Yeah, we really didn't want to see that, but I think he's done a good enough job saving his tires. I knew some behind us would just do the opposite of us, but I think we have a big enough buffer. We should be okay here.
Did enough cars stay out behind you to kind of build a little bit of gap between you and the fresh tires?
I think so, and he's super good at managing the tires, so he kind of told me he had enough there to just stay out.
All right, there you go. We'll see if SVG can finish it off here at Sonoma and go for 3 straight at the road courses.
I would just say this. You talk about the pressure of being a crew chief for this guy on a road course. Oh. And Steven Doran has really managed it so well all season long.
Are you kidding me? Pressure?
I mean, but in this situation, you got a huge opportunity to get it wrong.
That made his job easy.
It's not like an Xfinity job at Pocono.
Hey, okay, that's fair. There you go.
I got a guy that's 3 tenths clear of the field. This is tough.
No, I think there's pressure. I saw the smile down there.
I do think he's right, though. I do think that SVG can save some tire, and that they had a lot of guys stay out, although, you know, I still would have pitted, but I think that ride Granny has is kind of like, I think we're going to be okay.
Danielle?
Yeah, Adam here with James Small, crew chief for Chase Briscoe. James, you were debating whether to pit or not. Why did you ultimately decide to stay out?
Like right there, the last few laps, the 2 prior to that were our fastest 2 laps we've run of the whole race. You know, the tires have looked great all day. You know, and just getting them cooled back down here, hopefully they hang on. So, you know, going back to 14th and being in all that middle of all that crap that could happen, I don't really know. I'm not really a fan of that. So, yeah, hopefully we can hang on here and maybe we can get the start on Shane and see where we wind up.
What's your advice to your driver? You told me this morning this is his worst road course, but you've worked so hard with him to teach him how to drive Sonoma right. What is your advice now in these closing laps?
Just, you know, stay patient as well. You know, we're up against one of the best guys in the world on a road course, and we don't need to do anything silly here. So, you know, come away with a solid result on good points day, and if we can get the win, it'll be amazing. But, yeah, hopefully we can just hang on here, and we'll see how it goes.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Heading into the choose right here. I like that. We haven't seen tires refire, so I like what James is thinking there. This is the in-season challenge.
Yeah, pretty interesting to see. Jones is now leapfrog Nemechek. Nemechek's had the advantage most of the race. Jones running toward the back, and then you have Priest and Reddick still right there around each other within a few spots. And Zane Smith right now slotted ahead of Gibbs. Gibbs with the faster car. Can he drive?
Can he do it? That's the question. What do you think, Jack, as we head back to green flag running?
I think we're in for a very interesting finish here.
Can SVG hold it?
It's going to be fresher tyres, be older tyres.
11 laps. That's all here. Ready for a very interesting restart. Green flag in the air. The Toyota SafeMart 350 is go again. And look at SVG. Immediately puts pedal down to the floor. He knew he had to get the jump there. The 21's been left back further much as well. Chase Briscoe not got the traction he wanted mid-corner. And so far, so good as they continue on the accelerator. SVG leads, and now here comes the guys on the new tyres as well. And this was the key factor as well. Just taking it bit by bit. What do you make of it, Jack?
I'm watching the guys on the new tyres. There's Bell on board with Bell, who's behind Busher.
Oh, a little bit wide. 3 cars going nearly into the barrier. That was almost contact. They've had to find an extension
This
way.
won't go well.
No, they're going to be a caution. And there
we
round
go.
the 4. And it's a big one. The 4.
Oh, no.
Everyone involved, but with 4's going to continue on with damage to the suspension. 4 cars through the dust cloud as well. The caution is out again. Well,
yeah,
that was coming.
Collected. That's not good. It doesn't look like he's too badly damaged though, so it looks like he's going to be alright.
Cautions
Don't ever
breed
like
yellow.
to see that though.
Yellows breed yellows. That's one thing we've always been told. not the way we wanted to see it happen. Such a bad result. Caution out again, folks.
Coming out of turn 4, got a little bit loose on the inside, and that bottled him up, and he lost all the momentum. He was in a position to maybe dive down into turn 7 and grab a few spots quickly, but here you see the 4 of Gragson. Tons of damage right there. Multiple cars, I believe, made contact with his 4 cars. They're trying to drive through. The AMR safety crew tending to the driver, helping us get this car on the record and off the racetrack. And all the guys that are on tires want this to be quick.
That's right.
They want to get back to green flag racing as soon as possible.
Looking at our top 10, Justin Haley, not someone we've talked a lot about today.
That's the car that made the contact right there, that orange car.
You hit Gragson then.
This is going into 4 down the hill. Look at this stacked up. I saw somebody get sideways. Oh, the 7 and the 9.
Yeah, the 9 gets sideways, loses all the momentum. Now he's in the middle of 3 wide and can't do anything to gain any spots. Here's where the 4 gets turned around. And he gets contact right there from Priest.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Noah Gregson.
It's tough for Priest, who spent so much time inside the top 10 today.
Yeah, no on the inside of the 21. Just a lot of contact. Josh Berry spins out the 43. They had a little history, I think, last week. Josh Berry in the 43.
They did.
Which is interesting there.
I was wondering if the Chicago memories were going to come flooding back here with a few laps to go, and I wonder if that was one.
Yeah.
Bubba Wallace right here.
I think Barry might have done that, you know.
This is Chase Elliott. This is Ty Gibbs right here. Chaos. Pretty significant contact from Priest, and he doesn't need. Look at the damage to the 4. And this is Priest right here.
It's pretty hard contact on that right front corner.
Without a doubt. And I think he's, you know, hopeful that he doesn't have any real damage to the suspension. Can't afford to give up too many spots right now, sitting +2 behind Bubba Wallace at the cut line.
10 to go as the cleanup continues. You see those drivers involved in the crash. You know, the saving grace for Priest, Bubba Wallace got some of that as well, and those are the ones we're talking about at the cut line, and it's crazy to me, but they came in separated by 2, and that's where they are right now. We'll see how it all shakes out as we wrap things here.
Jones had a massive advantage on his teammate John Hunter Nemechek for that bracket challenge, and that spin off the nose of the 21 car. Josh Berry sends Eric Jones behind John Hunter Nemechek. John Hunter Nemechek with a bit of a tire advantage too. Alan, what you got on this 60?
Well, they were going through that assessment, like you said, Dale Jr. You know, what's the damage? Ryan Priest said there's no real suspension damage, and with so few laps left, they don't want to come in and make a big adjustment, lose all that track position. There is some toe. They knocked in the toe a little bit, so it's going to hurt him on the right-handers, but they decided to just keep him out there with that damage you see and hope to get the best finish possible.
Yeah, there's more right-handers here than there are left-handers. That's frustrating for the driver to work your way through this whole race and have something silly at the end of these races, but it gets chaotic at the end of these races, and you just try to dodge all the chaos.
This relief lap sponsored by National Debt Relief. Ryan Blaney's had a tough afternoon, but he gets back on the lead lap at Sonoma. Scored 36, going to make a pit stop here.
And you mentioned it, scored 36 back on the lead lap, so whether it's the in-season bracket or whether it's the playoffs, last time through the S's on the last lap, if you go off in the gravel, right, that could cost you 10 or 20 spots. Marty.
Steve, if you look at the top 5, the one driver who needs a win to guarantee a playoff spot is Chris Buescher. He sits in 3rd right now. So, Scott Graves, you welcome this caution or not?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we needed it. We were running really that last run. We were really solid. Feel pretty good about that. Just we needed this to catch back up to the 88 to have a shot at them. So we'll see what we got.
What can Chris do differently on this restart versus the last few?
It's just been tough. It seems like, you know, we're a little like we struggled first couple laps. You just got to protect and then stay right on those two. And if the 19 and 88 get to racing hard, then take advantage.
There you go. Sometimes that happens, doesn't it, Adam? The first two kind of get to racing, and the guy who's sitting in third can win the race.
We see the cleanup continue up in turn 7, and we have the field coming by the choose, not getting the choose. So this adds another lap to the end, to this caution with 9 laps to go, coming to 8 laps to go. And you're furious if you're a driver with tires, because you want all the green flag laps and all the opportunity to try to move forward.
Chase Elliott, prior to the choose, scored 11th, and he's the first of those drivers that came down at lap 97. Reddick is there, McDowell. So those are the ones you're talking about that absolutely want to return to the green flag so you can make good on those fresher tires.
You want to try to gain as many spots as you can. Then you also have like Ty Gibbs back there in 15th, and he's battling Zane Smith for this bracket to move forward, and Zane's up in 7th. And so this is just delaying that opportunity for him to go up there and try to pass that car. You know they probably don't, they downplay the bracket challenge and how it may influence their decisions, but you know that their decisions are made. They're driving these cars to the end of the race, and he's certainly thinking about trying to get up there and pass that 38.
We know Legacy is going to have a car in the semifinals when it comes to the in-season challenge. What if Zane Smith put front row in that situation? That would be remarkable, Alan.
And I'm up on top of the 20 box with crew chief Adam Stevens for Christopher Bell. What this last caution mean for you? Another restart?
Yeah, the restarts have been good to us today, so it's all about getting through this restart zone and executing up the hill and hoping you're not on the wrong end of it when the bumper tag starts. But done a good job today. Drove a good race. Had that issue spinning there early, but recovered from it. So happy to be in the position we're in, and we'll see what the future holds.
You have newer tires behind you. How worried are you about those?
They're pretty far back at this point. I just don't think there's enough laps to get there, but you never know.
Christopher Bell, heck of a day up in the top 5, trying to stay there.
Yeah, he's been really the model of consistency when you talk about delivering on the road courses. They've had some bumps along the way, but he's done his fair share of putting it up in the top 5. One earlier this season at Circuit of the Americas. Talk about road racing. Next weekend, back to the ovals off to Dover, Delaware, on the concrete. Watch it on TNT, streaming on HBO Max.
All the drivers you probably know they're coming to the choose, so they're trying to get those tires worked in and clean. They can fire off on this restart and be confident up the hill into turn 1 and 2. And we know that Briscoe is an aggressive race car driver. He will send it. We've seen him do it before. I'm just wanting to see if he can get a really aggressive launch.
Yeah.
What he can do and what he might do. How aggressive would he be with this 88? We've seen no one really challenge Van Gisbergen on restarts and fight for that lead.
This choose will be important too, just to see if it's pretty equal. So far, very equal.
To the choose. It will be a 7-lap dash to the end of this race, and this is where things get critical. What do you think, Jack? What are we going to see?
Physicality, I think, is the word I would like to use. Lots of physicality. See how the guys on fresher tyres too. We got 7 laps. Can SVG be beaten?
Briscoe on the outside so many times today. These two have lined up on the front row. Van Gisbergen outside, Briscoe inside. Pace car pulls off. Is this the final time we go green today? About 10 minutes of running left. Into the restart zone.
Let's survive.
Green flag's out. We're racing again here. Good restart. SVG, though, not got the inside line towards turn 1, but he's carried the speed and the momentum up the hill. He'll have the inside into 2. SVG leads. Briscoe drops in behind, tries to keep side by side with him. Almost wrecks SVG, but a bumper work between the two of them as they go side by side up the hill. SVG does now finally get ahead. Briscoe cuts behind to shut off from Christopher Bell. Yeah, he's going to push him, isn't he? Hard and fast. They come into the braking zone, and this time it looks like everyone's getting through this one. return to our battle screen. Down to the braking zone where we have all the problems, and there's oil down here as well. We're 3 wide further back as well. The 38 nearly getting spun round as well. 47 getting on that oil, and now here comes jumping the curb into the path of the 21.
Whoa.
I think he held up Gibbs there as well. Oh, and the 47
No,
spun round.
round goes Stenhouse.
And this will be a red
That's a
flag.
caution.
This will be a red
That'll be a
flag.
caution.
Yeah, it'll be caution, but red flag is the tyre barrier is damaged. With 6 to go. So it makes more sense to stop the race.
We're going to overtime, aren't we?
Muppets.
Yeah. I also want to repeat from the other thing, the other caution earlier. I think that it looked to me a little bit like Berry might have spun Jones on purpose there.
Well,
those two got into each other last week.
47 is going to get back to the pit lane. Tyre barrier and wall has moved. It's up to race control what they want to do, but we're running out of time here, and it looks like it might be an overtime finish. Look, they're desperate, the AMR safety crew, to try and get this one back, but they're going to need a forklift truck, Jack. We know where this is going. This will be red flag. It'll be red flag for a 4-lap dash.
I think they'll try and reduce it to 2, but...
Yeah, probably.
He is on the inside.
Where's Stenhouse?
So he's been held up in the middle. Oh, he's going to get whacked out. Oh, it's Gibbs.
Gibbs, isn't it?
Gibbs forced him off into the wall, yeah.
Been involved in a lot today, Gibbs.
If I was Tyler Gibbs, I might go hide after this race. Is that with Reddick as well?
Yeah, he
got
slides
something,
in. That's 100% on Gibbs.
Wow. Right, about to go back up to the TNT booth.
And now the repair is going to have to happen.
Yeah, it's going to
So
have to be.
many times early in the race, you get to this portion of the track, you just let it settle out. This lane, everybody going to take all they can.
They are. And if you're... Ty Gibbs, makes the contact and spins the 47 around. But your thought process is, if you lift and let him have that, somebody's running over you.
That could be you.
Yeah, somebody's going to put you in the tires in the next turn.
That's exactly what happened. Tire, punt tire.
It gets so ugly late in these races at the road courses.
Oh, AMR safety crew. I could kiss each and every one of you. They've repaired the tire barrier in less than 2 minutes. Jack, that would take Formula One crew at least, what, an hour?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, this is what great work. I know we love our track masters, but there is no level of appreciation I cannot give for the AMR safety crew. They do an amazing job keeping everyone safe, week in, week out. Absolutely brilliant.
Still Joe says the more...
200% American, it says on the rear bumper.
Still Joe says the more Stenhouse gets further from making the playoffs, the more it sucks to be Hocevar right now, or anyone else that angers him.
Ty Dillon, Alex Bowman. Yeah, I mean, this in-season challenge thing is really crazy. And Ty Dillon is the one that has just been the Dragon Slayer, right? I mean, he gets Hamlin, he gets Keselowski, and Bowman, someone that we know is so capable on the road courses, but here is Dillon in position again to pull the upset and advance to the Final Four.
Yeah, the 32 seed, the last seed in, the top 32 made it.
Ty Dillon might just make it through.
$1 million on the line. I don't know what.
In the tournament matchups.
I think I can guess what Ty Dillon would be willing to do for $1 million. But hopefully it doesn't come to something too aggressive. And then in front of this, you have the 42 and the 43 teammates right now. And the 43 of Nemechek has a little bit better tire. I'm not sure exactly what shape that car is. A lot of damage to all 4 corners of this 42. But he does have the tire advantage on his teammate Jones, who was spun out off of turn 7 a few laps ago.
Think about it.
I was just going to say it's crazy. It's like a magnet, right? 2 cars next to each other.
Yeah, the 42's been quicker, or at least held track position all day ahead of the 43 by quite a lot. And 43 Jones has struggled at the back of the field most of the day. 77 Hocevar right here sitting in the top 5. Never would have guessed it, Marty.
Yeah, me neither, Junior. And I want to give a shout out to a couple drivers in the top 10. Zane Smith sitting in 7th, and yes, Hocevar. And let me review their day for you real quick. They took a free pass at the second caution of the day. Luke Lambert told me we almost got called for not meeting minimum speed in stage 1 of this race. And he has made so many adjustments to the car all day long. Here they are in a competitive spot. And by the way, a little fresher tires than a lot of the cars in front of them. Impressive recovery for the 77 team, Danielle.
Yeah, a moment ago, Marty, Adam said we might be looking at overtime or close to it. That is not what the 9 team wants to see. They came in for tires on that last caution, and Chase wants green flag laps, he said, to be able to charge through the field. He needs that time. They made an air pressure adjustment, and he is happy. Just needs a green flag run here, Alan.
Just behind Chase Elliott is the 21 car of Josh Berry. Has not been a great day for Berry, but when everyone pitted not too long ago, the 21 team decided to stay out. Josh Berry struggles a bit on road courses. Hasn't finished better than 22nd in his career, but with little strategy, keeping it clean. He's running in the top 10 now. Has older tires than many of those around him, but they're going to see how this plays out. Probably the best finish for him is this strategy right now.
Into the
Gonna be 4 to go when we get the restart. Choose happening now.
4 to go it will be. That's literally just 5 minutes.
Up there,
Come on,
rows
guys.
4 and 5 on those fresher tires, and once again, front row, Van Gisbergen and Briscoe.
I like where Chase Elliott's at. I don't know that he has the tire to be able to get up there and beat this 88 car, but this is a really good opportunity for him if he can gain a spot or two quickly to still drive back up there. Remember now, he was a top 3 car, probably had a 3rd place finish.
Yep, and we're getting ready for the restart this time. So, here we go again, look. It's still the front row. Van Gisbergen and Briscoe. Briscoe's not learning a thing about what to do on the circuit. We're ready for the restart to kick off here. 5 laps to go for the Toyota Save Mark 350. It's 4 to go as the green flag falls, and look at that! Bell hits the back of SVG for the go point, and that's allowed Briscoe to have the advantage into turn 1. Now, will Bell get a penalty for jumping the restart and pushing Bell? Remember, we see this on the ovals quite a lot, and Bell gets into a little bit of a tap as well by the 77 of Hocevar. Briscoe, meantime, is coming on the dirt to try and get through on the inside line of SVG. Up through 3 and 4 we go, and it's Briscoe who's lost out. SVG leads from Briscoe, then Bell. Good restart there, though, Jack, as they come in towards the braking zone. Chase Elliott knocking out wide.
Yeah, SVG is well away. Oh, we got one around. Is that Larson?
Oh, there's contact.
Oh, another crash.
Ryan goes Blaney, but we might stay green, but Larson's rear car is smashed in. I think that's good to go. We're fine. Everything wants continued. Yeah, just keep going.
And about Blaney, that's all I've got to ask, because he took a hit as well. Ah, that's really unfortunate there for both of them.
We've
I didn't
stayed green.
see who got into Larson there.
It has turned into a fun race. Let's take a look and talk us through it.
Oh, it was
42. Nemechek.
Nemechek. Oh.
And Blaney had nowhere to go.
No. This is why I like to use the phrase, hold the brake.
3 laps remain. We've stayed green. Probably don't want to enter
Yeah, he's
overtime.
miles away from the field. He's got this.
SVG in control, as now we see the 45 of Tyler Reddick coming on the inside line of the 77 of Carson Hocevar, and he's spitted. Around goes Hocevar. Hocevar backwards at turn 2. That is unbelievable. Was that done by Josh Berry?
I think that might have been Josh Berry.
Elliott's on the inside line for 3rd. He's taken through. Elliott takes Bell. We're staying green. A nuclear bomb could drop on Sonoma and would still probably stay green, the amount of action we're seeing here. Talk us through it, Jack. Yeah, Berry hits him round.
I mean, I was intentional there.
Yeah.
That didn't look exactly... That looked like he could have done more to avoid it.
Should have.
I'll say he definitely could have done a bit more to avoid that.
Yeah,
that's all I'll say.
I'm with you. It'll be 2 to go. If NASCAR just want to get into the white flag, to be fair, I think anything else is just a bonus. 2 laps remain here at Sonoma. SVG about to win his 3rd race of the season and double-double.
Watch Elliott, though. I think he's the only one who has something for SVG right now.
That dust exit of 2, though, puts Elliott wide, and you've commentators cursed him, because here comes round the outside, McDowell makes the move up. So the dust of the exit of 2 allows Bell through, and McDowell's coming to play. That was your curse of the commentator, Jack.
What?
You cursed Elliott.
Did he go off?
He went off, yeah. He went
Oh
off.
my goodness.
He's now getting back past Bell on the inside line, and the 71's coming back through as well. Yeah, he got the dust exit turn 2, drifted off wide, and that allowed Bell back through. So Elliott's lost traction now. He's lost traction and lost time.
Yeah. That. You get to the white flag, SVG's got it.
In-season challenge. Ty Dillon move. And
Come on, Ty.
Yeah, he's going to get ahead of Bowman.
You can do it.
Everyone suddenly cares about
Down
the in-season
the
tournament.
inside.
Bell's going to get forced out. White flag in the air. The next flag ends the race no matter what. And it is Shane Van Gisbergen on course for 3 wins. And to match that of Byron and Bell this year, as Gibbs side by side battling with Byron and making the move. So that's put Gibbs still in 7th position as things stand. What a bizarre race we've had. It's come alive in the second half here. Stage 3 has been Caution City. 6 cautions. 5 of them coming in this section alone. As a little bit late on the brakes, that's Reddick going on the inside line of Bell. Bell's giving as good as he gets side by side. Just a little bit out wide. But down into the hairpin. There's no stopping SVG on the road courses this year. He missed out on Cota. He made up for it though in Mexico. Made up for it a week ago. It's back-to-back Cup race victories for Shane Van Gisbergen, who exits the last corner and wins the Toyota Save Mart 350, and it's his 3rd win of the Cup season. Briscoe finishes an impressive 2nd. Elliott does get 3rd. McDowell 4th. Bell has dropped down to 5th. Reddick, Gibbs, Byron, Logano and Bush has the top 10. And the Trackhouse are delighted. SVG, 3 times a Cup winner, and is safe in the playoffs.
I think he's doing some mini burnouts too.
Why wouldn't you? Fabulous race. Fabulous run, actually. SVG, brilliant. There's nothing really more to say there, is there? I tell you what, though, I'm going to let Omi leave. Omi, what did you make of it watching in the back?
Very interesting stuff all the way through. And yeah, looking forward already to next week.
Go and have a rest, mate, as this is the action further back. Right, this is what happened. This is why Bell got forced out wide. Oh, and that's the 10 hitting the 48. Jack, 88 on top. What do you make of it?
Classic race, this. Hey, SVG, still the man to beat, and he's turning that NASCAR into Formula Drift.
Wrecks up the dust. Let's send it down.
Did this last year, by the way, in the
did.
Xfinity race.
Let's send it down to TNT.
Driver to reach 4 Cup wins since Parnelli Jones Riverside 1967. It's remarkable what this guy is doing. 3 straight on the road. Watkins Glen to come next month, where he was so close a season ago. That 3 straight on the road from the pole ties the Cup record set by Jeff Gordon, who did it 1998-99. Marty talked about that earlier. I rewind 2 years ago. I said it last week in Chicago, but we'd never heard of this guy. Who's Shane Van Gisbergen? 6 years from Auckland, New Zealand. Where did he come from? Wins in his first ever Cup start. Opened the door to run Xfinity full-time last year. And just like in his rookie campaign in Xfinity, his rookie year in Cup, he's gone 3 straight on the road, and he's going to burn it down in his first Cup start here in wine country.
Tire's gone. You won't believe it. Ty Dillon did it.
You're joking. He did it.
He moved him in the final corner.
Oh, he did it.
Actually did it.
Adam, we're running out of superlatives for the Kiwi, Shane Van Gisbergen. Another masterclass. 3 wins in the last 5 weeks. And you mentioned tying that record from Jeff Gordon. And he proves every week as well. Not only is he a generational talent on the road and street courses, got a pretty good leg too. That one's a big one today. Not quite to the grandstands, but that's okay when you put on a performance like that. Hugs for the pit crew, well deserved. Stephen Doran as well. He called some great races over the last few weeks. How was the heart rate there on all those final cautions and restarts, Shane?
Yeah, it was pretty tough stuff. We had an amazing car, but yeah, Chase Briscoe, what a great racer, and gave me respect, and jumped the last one a little bit, but it was pretty tense, but amazing. So stoked for Red Bull, Trackhouse, Chevy. Unbelievable. I had a really fun weekend here, some great races, and hope everyone enjoyed that.
How hard is it to believe 5 weeks ago this race team didn't have a win, Shane? As it sits now, you're the number 3 seed in the playoffs.
Hard to believe that, isn't it? But I just have to thank these guys. You know, we've built up all year, got better and better, and now we need to keep getting better on the ovals and start proving some people wrong.
Shane, you've won championships, 81 supercar wins over your career. You've done everything you could down there. How do you put into words what the last 2 years have meant to you?
Oh, it means everything. That's why I race cars, you know. I had an amazing time in Australia, and then to come here, and yeah, the last couple of weeks, or years actually, has been a dream come true. I've really enjoyed my time in NASCAR. Thanks everyone for making me feel so welcome, and yeah, hope I'm here for a long time to come.
Yeah, you can hear a little.
Okay, let's get final thoughts, Jack. What did you make of that race out there today?
Great result. SVG dominating once again, really solid race. I also thought I'd add the in-season challenge result into the semi-finals. Ty Dillon, Don Hunter Nemechek, Tyler Reddick, and Ty Gibbs.
We are in.
Cinderella story rolls on for Ty Dillon.
We are getting close into the quarterfinals, semi-finals up shortly, and then we'll be into the final at Indianapolis. My thanks to Amy, my thanks to Tom, my thanks as well to you, Jack. That concludes our coverage here for NASCAR this weekend. We'll be back next weekend, though, when we head to Dover, and all the coverage will be live across JB Motorsports and USRN. Well, what a day. Shane Van Gisbergen back on top. Join us tomorrow for Formula E and the Rookies Test. But from here, from this weekend, very well, goodbye, and have a great finish. Bye-bye.